This time on Roadkill, we do all the right things with all the wrong cars.
Yeah! We got Dulcich in the off-road Challenger. I go into cosmetic sales.
Oh, no.
Finnegan reaches for the sky. Whoa! 4 wheels! This is one of those episodes where we're doing it purely for our own entertainment and hopefully dragging you along kicking and screaming. When we were thinking about this, I was flashing back to my personal most hilarious episode ever, which is the one with the lowrider. And in that case, I picked the vehicle, Finnegan picked the location, and it just ended up being hilarious. And so we're doing the same thing with a twist. I got a car for him, and he has no idea what it is. And he got a car for me, and I'm completely clueless.
I've taken it a step further. I didn't actually test drive the car that I picked for him. I haven't even seen it in person. I just saw the ad and said, buy this for Freiburger. He's gonna hate it, which is great.
And then we're gonna go out in the desert and do a big shootout. And we're gonna meet up with Steve Dulcich because he's like gonna be our target for this whole thing. He was so impressive and fun in our Dodge showdown in both our little Rampage pickup truck and in the off-road Challenger that he is going to set the standard for performance in every one of the tests that we come up with. What are those tests? I have no idea, but it's gonna be a riot.
Ah, so this is where the Roadkill fleet sits.
It's definitely like the final scene in Raiders of the Lost Ark. Yeah. Your junk is hidden.
Where's mine? I want to see what your twisted mind has come up with.
Okay, Mike, you're gonna love me for this.
Remember, we're friends. Oh, it's loud. Oh my goodness. It's amazing.
It's so bad, it's great.
I love it.
This is, in fact, the vehicle left over from Drift This.
Really?
Yep. This thing is an actual LT1 9C1 Caprice turned into a full donk. And it was on another Motor Trend show where they drifted it around. It has nitrous on it. It has a drift brake. It has a lot of power. It has a lot of lift. It's gonna be great.
I feel a little guilty now.
Oh no, I'm gonna get shafted. I did have this customized just for you in a lovely tone of lavender and pink.
Man.
Look at that.
This is my first drift brake.
It's gonna be really good.
You've given me so much.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
You starting to feel guilty now?
Yeah, you're screwed, dude.
Really? I figured we're going off-roading. You needed the lifted rig.
Is that a PlayStation? Wow. I've never driven a box, a bubble, a donk, none of these things, but it has a drift brake, a lot of ground clearance that might come in handy later. Plus, it's a really lovely shade of horrible. Time to show him his car.
You know, my expectations are low for what Finnegan might have gotten me for this thing. I'm certain it's not as good as the bubble here. I'm not gonna look to the very last second. He's gonna drive the thing right up behind me. Not looking. Not looking. Save my disappointment to the very last second is what's gonna happen here.
I want you to know, I got you the most high-tech pinnacle of technology from 1988.
Okay. It's the same color. Is this a Mary Kay car?
It could have been.
I think it is.
It could have slung some eyeshadow in the hood back in the day. Who knows?
This is not cool. It's a Cadillac.
Alante.
Alante. Pininfarina. This is front-wheel drive.
It is.
Dude.
That's funny to me. This has the most buttons of any car made ever.
Whoa.
Is that not the greatest dashboard ever?
Star Wars. Look at that. It even has a tack. Oh, dude.
Yeah. See? You're feeling it now.
This is nice.
It looks like it launches missiles.
This says right high beam out, right tail lamp out.
Well, that's your driver information center.
I'm now informed.
Yeah.
It should just say Roadkill. Let's see.
I don't know anything about it. I saw the picture in the Craigslist ad.
Dude, it's an actual V8.
It's
wow.
funky.
Bye-bye. Where it begins to diverge is that I have handed Finnegan the win with a V8 and with style and with ground clearance. Meanwhile, he has given me a lame V8, front-wheel drive, and a Mary Kay car. Yes, this thing actually was a prize for people who sold that many cosmetics. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna see if it fits under his car, though. Will it go in gear?
Did I mention this is only one of 53 Mary Kay cars? Oh my God, it fits. Whoa, hold it.
That's it?
Woo.
Not as good as I was hoping for.
It still went under there, though. When was the last time an Alante ever fit under a Caprice?
No one's ever done that before.
Satin Records, again.
Out of here.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
All right, drive the car. I'm gonna mess you up ugly.
Okay, sir. My goodness, this is the lap of luxury. It's lifted like a bubble, right? But it's nosed down like a muscle car.
Oh, you look happy.
Oh, I'm on top of the world. Let's see if she's got any pep, huh? Oh, hey now. All right, there's got to be some sort of stall converter in here because you rev it and you don't really go anywhere. And I don't think the trans is slipping. Oh boy, she's built for performance.
Sounds wicked from here.
How do you like that fine new
Cadillac of yours, Freiburger?
Rides like a Cadillac. So I did a little bit more research on my Cadillac. This is a 1988 Alante Mary Kay edition. So the Alante was a very limited run car. It was actually a body and interior that was made by Pininfarina in Italy, and then they shipped them in planes over to Detroit so the Cadillac could finish them up. This is the Turdley head gasket failing 4.1 liter, 250 cubic inch Cadillac V8, and it makes 170 angry horsepower. I've named my car. The Cadillac is Pinky Tuscadero. How you guys doing in there?
Oh.
Makes a lot of noise, doesn't go anywhere. Dulcich, what is your review of your first ride in the bubble?
I really like this car. It's styling, it's tall, it's proud, it's mean, it's red and pink, it's white and red inside. I'll bet you the ladies like it too. How's the control for the driver's seat?
It's really not bad. It wants to go mostly straight. The back end kind of wanders a little bit, but
Yeah. We're making pretty good time.
oh yeah. Wherever we're going, we'll be there soon.
You drifted it. Look who's here, it's Mary Kay herself.
I clearly gifted you the better car.
Oh, dude, the combination of the hater vision, the drift handle in the bubble is amazing. I don't know why everyone doesn't do this.
Seeing it on the freeway and everything, it's just kind of cool.
Oh, riding in it. This is just automotive pleasure.
Are you gonna cruise with me for a while?
Well, the bar is pretty high right here, so
Really?
I don't know. But show me what this thing's got.
Nah, the Pinky Tuscadero here is disappointing.
This has actually got a smaller engine than that.
250 inches, 267.
Oh man, he's gonna dust us out.
Yes.
Roll the window up. Wow.
See, he's got that, and all I've got is this. See?
Man.
Not as good.
Wow, he does have a lot. I don't see him.
Monster bubble. Thing's awesome. Where's the driveway?
The Alante can never actually keep up with the bubble.
No, it's indestructible.
It's indestructible, and it does good donuts.
It's got cop suspension, cop brakes, cop engine.
Yeah.
It's a cop car.
Finnegan got me. I mean,
He did. He got you with the Mary Kay Alante.
yeah. It's not loud. It doesn't do burnouts. It doesn't do donuts. Even the parking brake is broken so that I can't do slides with it. And Finnegan's back there with his drift handle, smoking tires.
I know.
I just...
Turning heads too with that paint job, those big 26-inch wheels.
There he goes
Whoa!
again. Look
Did
at
you
it.
see the smoke back there when he did that drift handle?
Oh, this car just brings me such joy. It could only get better if the PlayStation worked.
I wonder if the bubble can't climb this hill. I haven't seen Finnegan in a while. We're only going 55. Is the bubble having trouble climbing the hill?
The front end of the car is shaking, so I'm just not going as fast as I was before.
Ah, bummer. Aha.
My car just shut off.
The bubble died.
I'm pretty sure I got a dead battery and no charging system.
He's broken down on the side of the road, and there's no way we can turn around to go help him. He's on his own.
I'm heartbroken.
Yeah, I think he'll be okay.
So we're driving down good old Interstate 10 East, which if you're a fan of this show, you know that's my favorite highway to film Roadkill on. And then the car shut off. And I darted around a couple of trucks, swerved onto the shoulder here, and apparently the last caretakers of this vehicle never actually tightened the battery cables down. So the whole time I've been driving it, which is about 80 or 90 miles, they were just kind of shaking loose, eventually stripping out the bolt holding the battery cables, but it also stripped out the bolt that was holding the two cables to the battery. And found another bolt on the side of the road that's just a little bit too long, so I needed washers. Couldn't find any 3/8 diameter washers on this metric automobile, and did find a head gasket that if I had some sort of cutting tool, yes, I could have made washers out of this, but I don't have a way to cut this Cummins head gasket. So next best thing, pull tabs off of miscellaneous beer and energy drink cans found on the side of the road. I'll turn those into washers. These do count as washers. We will be back on the road. The trick here is that on some of these late 80s and early 90 GM cars is they had two battery cables that stacked on top of each other that go to a side post battery. Well, the bolt has to go through both of them and then tighten up in the battery, right? But the head of the bolt's gonna disappear into that one there. So you can't just willy-nilly throw your pull tabs under the head of the bolt. You gotta go for the sandwich technique. Slide the bolt through cable number 1, then install your pull tabs. Then put cable number 2 on, be good to go.
Man, now I'm liking the Cadillac's odds.
Oh, man.
This is gonna be double live gonzo.
Oh, yeah.
Let's check this thing out. This place is amazing. I think we've got 2 days. We're gonna be able to do like 3 or 4 different competitions, but I have a plan. Instead of a one-way drag race, it's gonna be 3-way all the way around the block in the abandoned neighborhood.
Somehow this benefits him.
Oh, yeah.
Because you picked my car and you've designed the race. There's always something behind that.
Okay, well, tell you what, I'll free it up for you. There's gonna be 3 of us going down the street. You get to pick whichever position you wanna be in. Inner, center, or outer.
Oh, wow.
Inner.
There you go.
Wait, but you would have known I would have chose inner, which means you designed it.
Gotta
This
get in
makes
his
my,
head.
make my brain
Get in his
hurt.
head. All right, Steve, you got the ORC, you got the Rampage. What's it gonna be?
Well, this has got V8 power, but I'm gonna go with the 2.2 liter of Fury with the Rampage. There's corners in that track, so I think that's the winner. You'll see. It was the right choice. You'll find out.
That changes up our odds.
Yeah, it really does.
Yep.
You ready to go?
Let's do it.
Race?
Not concerned. I have the perfect tires for this.
Here we go. It's another Roadkill random showdown, this time with cars that make no sense whatsoever. Of course, we've got my Cadillac, the Pinky Tuscadero. We've got Finnegan's Caprice, the high riser bubble. And then Dulcet shows up with our off-road Challenger and our little Dodge Rampage. And of course, we're here at our secret California desert test facility that is going to blow your mind. Wait till you see what we've got in store here. We're gonna kick it all off with a drag race.
As usual, no warm-up, no practice, just go.
I've given myself every disadvantage here. I'm in a pink Cadillac.
All right, this is gonna be it. Those powder puffs are gonna be in big trouble.
All right, here we go with our 3-way drag race through the city. Finnegan's on the inside, Dulcich is out front, and Finnegan is actually gonna signal the start with his horn. Oh, man. Oh, Dulcich is actually killing me with the Rampage. How is that possible? Oh! contact sport. Man, Dulcich was playing dirty.
Can we go again? That was too much fun.
Oh, man. I dominated, but I think I damaged the Pinky Tuscadero.
Dulcich, you did an excellent job of running him off the road.
I missed a shift, but that should be a penalty point right there.
Nobody established any rule as far as that goes.
I think that's penalty.
I expected more damage than that. What happened?
Dude, this was 1 of 53 and you scuffed it.
Look
It
at
will
that.
tape back together. That's not bad. Did you see you were actually pulling me on the straight?
Oh, I should have had you, but I missed my shift, and you went on the inside.
Yes.
I say 2 out of 3.
I say yes. Let's go again.
Let's go again. That was fantastic. First of all, I have no idea what happened to Finnegan. Dulcich actually was faster than the Cadillac, but he missed a shift or something. I came around the inside, crossed over the curb, nearly killed him by T-boning him, and then got ahead of him on the second curve and dominated right until I hit the rock with the Pinky Tuscadero. And then these guys are crying about it, so I guess we gotta go again. One thing's for sure though, we are not giving Dulcich the jump or the lead again. Heads up, guys.
I have no traction. None at all. These tires are utterly useless on this gravel.
Man, you were trying to run me off the road too.
I would never dream of cutting you off.
I almost hit you right in the door.
You just had no care at all about your Cadillac. I'm totally not fooling around this time, Freiburger.
Wait a minute. I thought I was honking the horn.
Oh man, the Rampage is actually faster.
Wow. Yeah, well, this is shift.
Yes! Yes! I'm not making the rock mistake twice though. Where'd Finnegan go? What happened?
You're very shady. I was supposed to honk the horn and you went.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you're very shady. I see what you did there.
All right, Finnegan didn't like it that I cheated by honking the horn when it was supposed to be him.
I'm now gonna go before I honk the horn.
Oh, my alignment is jacked from hitting the curb on the last one. Can I get him on the inside again? Ah. This thing has traction control or something. It's really annoying.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Yeah,
Wow, the Rampage is actually dominant.
that's the way you do it. Finally, got a clean run.
Wow.
The cop car is not suited for this type of racing. We need to go somewhere else.
The Cadillac is pretty formidable, I have to admit.
It is.
You drive this thing like an assassin.
I messed up my alignment hitting the curb.
Did you? I caught neutral trying to go into first on the other race.
Yeah, no, you did. That's how I got past you twice. Can you believe it? He picks the 4-cylinder, and in a legitimate race, the Rampage wins.
I didn't see you, Finnegan.
None of my strategies were working.
So in the first race, I won by outfoxing Dulcich. Oh! In the second race, I totally cheated by blowing my horn, and Finnegan didn't even run.
Wait a minute.
But I won again. Now, the third race, unbelievably, I gotta say, in a fair head-to-head matchup drag race, the Rampage is actually faster than Pinky Tuscadero.
Honestly, I gotta claim victory here, really. You had a better view. I hate to say it from behind, but
I'll tell you what, the decisiveness with which you tried to push him off the road in race number 1, I was a fan from then on out. It didn't matter that I got my butt kicked. I just enjoyed the clinic you were putting on.
I've gotta say, you probably had the wrong machine for the job.
Oh no, I felt good. I'm sure the next event will cater towards Bubblicious.
Gentlemen, I don't know if you're aware of the ancient civilization, 3000 BC, the Green Druids right here in California. They built the California Stonehenge and the Motor Drome.
Welcome to the Circle of Doom. Enter it if you want to lose.
So I think our plan is to dive in here on this ramp, and you just got to run circles until the rest of us are entertained. You get a couple warm-up laps, let's say 2.
Okay.
And then time you for 5 and you're out. Make sense?
Yeah.
Finnegan's gonna be up first in the Bubblicious.
Who's ready for this? I am. In fact, I really think Bubblicious was born for this type of activity. The fact that the track is banked and the car is lifted obnoxiously high, that just cancels each other out in terms of like physics, and I win. That's what's gonna happen.
So he's gonna dive in, do 1 circle, and then 2, and when he comes back to that turn-in cone, I'm gonna start him for his 5-lap run.
Oh, yeah.
Ready?
That'll be great.
Go!
Whoa, that's scary. Oh, okay, we're good.
I think we started with the most entertaining vehicle.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it feels like it wants to tip over, dude.
And
Oh,
boom. Oh, it's picking up the rear tire.
it still wants to tip over.
1,
Oh my God.
The donk's pretty good. He's cleaning the track up for us.
3. Oh, he's sideways. Oh, he's trying harder.
I hope he's not too hot on that ramp and doesn't fly off the edge.
And 5. So there's his number, 40.34 seconds.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Super fun. It didn't want to drift, really. It just wanted to throw me into the center of the pit of doom.
You want to go next? You want me to go next?
I can go next. Finnegan sure made that look easy and probably in the worst car for the competition. In contrast, this thing is practically made for the skid pad, so I think it's gonna do pretty good. I'm gonna give it a try, and I know it's gonna be super fun.
I think Dulcich is high on coconut milk because there's no way the front-wheel drive Rampage is beating Bubblicious. It's all wrong. It's gonna push all the way around this track. That thing too. This is really tight circles. 40.3 seconds. That's what's gonna win this competition.
I guess it's just straight down from here into the circle of doom.
I think we're about to see a lesson in understeer. How about you?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
pushing his way around this racetrack.
Understeer is when you go to turn and the car just keeps moving straight anyway because the front end is just plowing. Watch this. Go, Steve!
Tally ho, front-wheel drive. Good luck.
He's more aggressive than you on his warm-up.
It's not really understeering that much either.
1. It is.
Oh, now it is.
Yeah. Now he's starting to hit it too hard. And boom.
He's taking the low line. Now
Oh,
it's
but he's drifting
understeering.
to the high line because it's understeering. See, it wasn't understeering when he was going slower, but the faster he goes, the more it's pushing. 3.
Oh, he's beating my time by a lot.
Yeah. We keep forgetting to learn that the Rampage dominates. Beat you by 8 seconds.
Can we make him go again? Because when you said, was that 2, I really wasn't sure. It could have been 3.
To be honest, we lost track of you two, so it really doesn't
Oh,
matter.
all right. Roadkill once again.
Yeah.
Most fun wins.
Maybe we should tell him that's it.
He seems like he's enjoying himself.
What he's doing is killing the right front tire. Oh, there we go.
And the
nice. You know, every time we question Dulcich or the Rampage, we lose.
Yeah.
Yeah, every time.
Yep, always bet on black. That's the lesson here.
Whew. How come you're out of breath?
It was tiring. I was wrestling the steering wheel for all it was worth.
32 seconds, so
Oh!
basically 8 seconds faster than
Oh, that's
Finnegan.
not bad.
But honestly, like, remember how we almost kind of maybe lost track of his? We might have lost track of yours too, so. Okay, you can be in charge of that, and I will go get Pinky Tuscadero.
The real lesson here is front-wheel drive and coconut milk, apparently. Jesus.
Yeah, it's the right combination.
God, I got crushed. Something just occurred to me, right?
This car's pink?
That and maybe he slammed into the curb on purpose to give himself more camber because he knew it would benefit him on the banked circle.
Another clever Freiburger ploy.
That's the Pinky Tuscadero move, by the way.
Go, you got this.
Here I go, fighting the good fight for cosmetic salespeople everywhere.
He knows he doesn't have to go fast on that ramp. Oh, now he's gonna try to get the fuel for it. Ooh, it's pretty fast.
It is aggressive. It's pushing, though.
Okay.
Beginning lap 2.
So I'm actually modulating the throttle, trying to get it to sort of grip and ungrip.
Oh, he's getting up high.
Yeah, he's pushing. He's pushing.
That's how many?
2 laps right there.
Okay.
Now he's going low. 3.
He only did 3
He only
laps.
did 3 laps. That's one way to cheat the race, cheat the course.
He really tried to shorten the course.
33-ish, but only because he did 3 laps. Like,
How'd I do?
once again, amazed me by finding a new and creative way to circumvent the rules.
What was that?
You went 3 laps, dude.
Really? That's it?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yes.
33 seconds to get here.
You were slower in 3 laps than the Rampage in all 5.
But I wasn't going all out in the first 2.
It was really unimpressive.
I think I need to go again.
He wants to go again.
We'll let you go again, but you got to go backwards this time.
Okay.
He says, okay, all right, reverse. Let's put it this way, if you can beat Bubblicious, you do better than 40.3 in reverse, you win the whole deal.
Okay.
Solid.
There's no way he's going to hold the course in reverse.
No. Go.
Okay.
Under 40.3 seconds, he is the man.
Okay, this is his first lap coming up.
There's 1.
1. He's going to have to step it up.
Oh, nearly 11 seconds. He's got to go faster.
There's 2.
20 seconds, halfway through.
Actually,
He has
pretty
a
good.
shot at this. Are you blowing tires? Keep going, never say die.
This is it. Come on, Freiburger, you got to go for it.
Yeah, this is not going to end well for Mr. Freiburger. There we go.
Oh, he's going to Rockford it.
Nice Rockford, though. 58 seconds.
Right into the rebar.
All right, so in summation, once again, Rampage killed it. I credit Dulcich's driving, not the car.
Bubblicious for number 2, though.
Bubblicious in second place.
Undeniably.
And whatever the heck that pink nightmare is, dead last.
I would have made it if I didn't spin out.
Freiburger, I actually thought you were going to be faster in reverse. You were looking really good.
Yeah, you were going to be faster in reverse. You would have been right around a 44 had you not looped it out over there.
Yeah.
But in the end, 58 seconds, the pink nightmare dead last in this competition.
It had flair. What can I say? Look at it.
Moving on.
All right.
Moving on.
What we found here is the ultimate roadkill wasteland. And we're on this ramp, and we're gonna go down here, go right, go all around some of this wreckage, these old buildings, all the way over here behind the disc. We're going across, through whatever those things are over here, doing a bunch more destruction over here, coming back, and the grand finale is gonna be the greatest ever. The thing I really like about it is I don't even know what it is. They just set it up for us. We're gonna find out as soon as Mike goes through it with the bubble. All right, you're off. On you.
Oh, all right. Dear Spleen and Spline, I'd like to apologize in advance for what I'm about to do to both of you.
Here we go.
That's why you hire Finnegan.
Look at that.
Oh!
He's going for it, man.
Whoa!
Oh my God. Here we go.
Here comes the jump.
Oh, man. The dock is made for this competition.
There he goes. Good drift. He's got that drift handle.
Finnegan's going to be hard to beat. This is the hard part. Don't
Yep.
crash it. Don't
Gotta
crash
make a
it.
hard left. Here comes the grand finale. There we go. Oh, yeah! Oh, my God. Wow. That was really cool.
Wow.
And it still runs and drives. Look at it. When I got that car set up for him, I did not expect this kind of glory. Look at that. Owning it.
Yeah.
I love this job.
Finnegan! again! Woo-hoo!
That was awesome. The bubble absolutely paid off.
I love this car. It still runs.
We didn't even do any timing or anything, did we?
No, who cares? It's judged for style. Here he comes.
He's using the drift handle.
Oh yeah, no, he's got it down.
Yeah.
I can go home now. Here we go. Oh, he lifted.
Oh, that was a good one.
Finnegan just wrapped up his multiple passes on our ultimate obstacle course here, and I think we all agree he dominated it. Did you see those jumps? Did you see the bouncing? 100%.
Allow me to introduce you to Bubblicious, the best car on the planet. I know, it doesn't look like much, but get behind the wheel, pull the handbrake, launch her over a sweet jump, and you will be sold. If you are in the market, I highly recommend you pick one up.
It's a bummer to compete knowing that you have absolutely nothing. I have no chance.
You can do it! Go! Ooh, good hole shot. Is anyone timing this?
No.
So he has no way to win.
No. Wow, but he's going for it. Look at him.
Yeah, he's getting after it. Lots of good noises coming off of it. Violent noises. I think he's intentionally hitting everything.
It's kind of fast, actually.
Okay, you ready? You ready for this?
Here's the jump. Now,
Here's
what's
the
he going to
jump.
do?
Oh. Yeah.
That was a drive up.
Yeah. He definitely lifted at the jump.
He's driving it fast as though this is a timed race.
Ah! Can't make a turn.
He needed the turn brake there.
That sounded like transmission hitting the ground.
Oh! That was good.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked all of it.
Oh!
Finnegan got all 4 tires off the ground. What's gonna happen with the off-road Challenger? I just don't know.
When you were running the bubble, Dulcich and I were up here losing our minds. It was so fantastic. And now, it's all on Dulcich to improve on your performance and mine.
This can only go up. I have no idea what that nut job's gonna do behind the wheel of that car, but I wanna watch.
Yeah. All right, Steve, it's on you. Oh, that hurt!
Yeah, Dulcich! He is firm busting.
There we go. No finesse, a lot of throttle. I think the Cadillac was faster to this point. Jump in! That was good. He's got to come around that pole, pull a Brody. This thing also has no drift brake. That would make this car genius.
He's got it.
Oh, he did it good.
He got it.
Nice. That had flair. Now he's got to come back through the dust and try not to hit one of those concrete pillars. I had trouble with that. It was hard.
That's a tight squeeze.
Here he goes. And the grand finale! Boom! Oh! Oh, he's on fire!
He is on fire.
He's on fire big!
Am I on fire?
Oh, wait, it went out. It went out. It went out. We're good. Dude, you parked on a block.
Is it on fire?
Not anymore.
Not anymore, you're all right.
It was very brief.
That freaked me out.
It
That was a lot of
weird.
fire.
The whole bottom of the car was just boom fire, and then it went out.
Yeah.
Oh! Quick, nice. Oh my God! Those are actual rocks.
Man.
I need a beer. Dulcich, it throws rocks really well.
And that's a wrap on the most unpredictable, stupid day of roadkill ever. Now it's time for some takeaways from our weird car shootout. First of all, my pink Cadillac. Really, that thing had no redeeming value, essentially losing every competition. Note to self, don't use an Alante for any competition outside of selling cosmetics. But the off-road Challenger, right? Two shining moments, the crossed-up sideways jump and that big fire, which, by the way, was caused by the ground-up walnut shells that they use in those dirt cannons, and it caught fire when it hit the open header flame. Now, speaking of Dulcich, the Rampage? How come that thing always impresses us? I think it's the whole Rampage Dulcich simpatico that makes it happen. But the real lesson was the bubble.
Normally when we see these things around town, we think that is ridiculous. Why would anybody do that to a car? But when we get in it and play with it for a few days and do things with it that nobody else actually would, we discover that every segment of hot rodding has actual merit. And that is the point of every episode of Roadkill.
Stop! No!
This time on Roadkill, Dulcich goes rogue. There we go again.
Stop! Shut it off! Man! Shut it off! Dude, you're killing us with rocks.
I was just doing some.
This time on Roadkill, the wreck runner hits the road. Hey, Freiburger, I need a ride. Oh! Woohoo! Don't scratch the paint.
So it's another Freiburger and Dulcich roadkill.
I know.
Enjoying the fruits of our labor on Roadkill Garage.
You know, I've always wanted to take this car out on the road. And this time we're gonna make some miles, pal.
Do you have any idea where we're going?
Not 100% sure.
I want to go to the home of the Roadrunner.
Yeah.
Monument Valley in Arizona, and going up through maybe like Moab and Arches and stuff like that as a tribute to the Roadrunner, don't you think?
Oh yeah, just like the cartoon. We could have the thing just hauling ass in the desert.
Like we're doing right now. So if you haven't caught up on this particular car yet, me and Finnegan took it out of a backyard of our friend Alana, who had another friend who had wrapped this 1968 Plymouth Roadrunner completely around a phone pole.
It was a C-body.
It was total C-body Roadrunner. And Finnegan and I got it running and driving on the street, which was hilarious. We were laughing so hard on that thing. And then we took it to a dirt track and we were doing laps in it. It was fun.
That was awesome.
But after that, Dulcich and I decided that we wanted to make it like a real car, a real muscle car. And so our buddy Birdsong came up with a 1968 satellite body. And on Roadkill Garage, we took all of the parts off of the wrecked C-body Roadrunner and put them on this car, which is now known as the Wreck Runner. We tuned it up, hopped it up. We put a brawler carb on it. We took it to the drag strip. It ran 1350s. But it was fouling plugs really badly.
Yeah, I remember that.
So we haven't fixed that.
Oh, we got fresh plugs in it, but
Right now we do, but how long will they last?
I don't know.
Me neither.
Whoa! Look at it, whoop loose.
Oh, this thing has proven to be one of our better off-road cars, too.
Oh!
Woohoo! This thing basically is a 68 Roadrunner. 383, 335 horsepower. 833 Hemi 4-speed, 8 3/4 rear end, 355 gears. This thing is fun.
Yeah.
All right, Dulcich, ready to hit the highway?
Yeah, let's go, man.
That was not a Dulcich bang shift. Did you hear it bog?
Yes.
You can hear it running rattier and rattier. I'm really happy it's not overheating. Nothing can stop us now.
No way.
Cue the sad trombone music, Dulcich.
Wah, 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 wah.
Alternator failed, or something's going wrong anyway with the charging system. It was cruising along just fine at like 13.5 volts, and now it's down to like 11.5. So, you know what I'm hoping for, though?
Yeah, that it's the regulator and not the alternator, right?
Because the regulator
Is point style mechanical, and you can clean them sometimes and make them work. So we're going to test the alternator by going full field, grounding the field terminal. It should, if the alternator is good, go to full charge. Can you pull the dipstick for me, please?
Oh, yeah. Here you go. Watch this.
Oh, you didn't wipe the oil off on your shirt for me.
I didn't. Let me get you a rag. You want to wipe it off with this pair of pants right here?
Sure.
Here you go, Steve.
Man, these jeans are a little stiff.
Yuck.
Yuck is right. Okay.
That didn't work.
No, the alternator's DOA, so we're out of luck. We need an alternator.
So, good times. And we also found out that this thing burns a full quart of oil every 100 miles. So,
Yeah, other than that, it's going great.
all right, we're gonna hit the highway and drive it till the battery dies. We're running out of voltage already.
Yep.
Did you hear it miss?
Yes, low voltage on the ignition system.
Yeah. With a higher load at high RPM, it fell apart worse, yeah. The temperature came right down even though the fan's not on.
I know. That alternator is going to be super hot to change.
All right, we need to find a parts store.
We really didn't get that far. We're in Needles, California. That's pretty close to the state line. Our alternator gave up, so we got this replacement, and this one's a dual field, but as you probably know, you can just ground one of the fields and run it in this car. So that's for a 78 Dodge pickup with a 360.
Yeah, it's got a single groove like a real muscle car alternator.
Yeah.
Hey, Steve,
Yeah.
I may have discovered the problem with our alternator.
What?
I could be wrong, but I don't think this is supposed to be like that.
Wow. Yeah, the alternator test was probably pretty valid because
Yeah.
that one is a no good.
It just shredded the brushes off. They're gone.
Oh, yeah, that's insane.
That is never before seen roadkill carnage right there.
Okay, Freiburger, this is ready to put in.
Here's another problem. We burned a spark plug wire. The convenient heat shield manages to shove the wire directly into the header. That's why they call it a heat shield, because it overheats the wire. So we're gonna need a new plug wire too. How do they manufacture this and ship it to a store and sell it to me for $1.07? Don't care, it's gonna fix my problem, and the straight spark plug boot is gonna keep it from burning again. There we go. Is it good?
Yeah!
We're out of here. Now Steve's driving.
Man, that first gear is hard to find.
Yes,
Freiburger.
it is.
Hey, it's running a lot better, look. I'm kind of leaning into it. Maybe that spark plug wire really did the trick.
It is a lot better. All right, Steve, Arizona or bust? Which is it gonna be?
I think it's gonna be fun.
Woo! You want to cool down?
Yeah. I'm glad the alternator's charging.
Yep.
Doesn't it feel great to be an American, Freiburger?
This is freedom. Semi-truck drivers are digging our car. Fans are digging it. Chicks are digging it. And you look good, I might say.
Oh, thanks, bro.
Yeah, no problem. Looks like the fan belt flew off, which is exactly when the temp gauge hit 230. When we installed this alternator, we noticed that the groove on the pulley was too narrow and small, and Steve even called it. He's like, this thing's gonna throw belts. Yeah, belt's gone. Oh, the pulley's falling off, dude. Look at the belt.
Oh no!
The water pump pulley is falling off the engine. The bolts got loose, and it wobbled and cracked, and it's a disaster. So we're gonna be doing some roadside fabrication. First time breakage, right here at the Arizona line.
Brought to you by Roadkill.
I just removed 2 bolts. There we go. And boom, see that? That's what just happened. We can get these in, and then these 2 if we get some really big washers that we might have to steal off some other part of the car. Here's our problem. This part broke out of this pulley right here. What was amazing is that there was a Roadkill fan who stopped. He was a truck driver. He came up with this stuff for washers, which is better than what we had, so that I can then put it back together and put this washer in here to sort of bridge the gap and try and clamp that down, and hopefully it'll survive. That's actually not bad. I've got that thing bolted on there, but it's still got some warble to it. Make sure it's in neutral, or run me over and put me out of my misery.
Can I get in front of the car and you run me over instead?
Oh, that'll live. Pretend you hear nothing. All right, let's go.
That's a coincidence that broke and the alternator?
I think the alternator broke something inside, and I think the shock of that broke the pulley.
That was a pretty good fix, Freiburger.
Thanks. I couldn't have done it without our trucker buddy.
I know. I got really overheated at the side of the road.
It's 30 degrees cooler in Flagstaff. Let's hope we make it.
Come on, Roadrunner. Take us to Flagstaff. Thanks.
Woo! Next stop, Flagstaff! Woohoo! And here we are in Ash Fork, Arizona, where it is significantly cooler. We're gonna try and solve the oil burning problem by pouring in some piston rings. Steve will show you that.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna cross our fingers that maybe it gets more cylinders lighting, and eventually I'd like to put an MSD box on it. Maybe it'll fire through dirty plugs. And then we're gonna wire up the headlights so we can continue on to Flagstaff as promised.
Our 383 Mopar engine burns oil, so I'm just gonna get the engine rebuild in a bottle. Keeps old engines alive, keeps engines like new. Minimal effort on my part, I might add, so that makes me super happy. All the headlight wiring's already in there.
Oh.
This wiring turned out to be super simple, and we should have all of the lights working. All right, the battery's connected. Mr. Freiburger,
Let there be light.
let there be light. Yo! That worked, we don't even have the ground type.
Oh, this is the wrong kind of terminal.
Did I give you the wrong kind of terminal?
Yeah, we need the one that goes in here.
We've got the left, but not the right.
Okay, it looks like we need a jumper. How about actually now?
That's actually it right there.
Yeah?
All right, let's get out of here.
morning from the gala resort town of Flagstaff, Arizona, where they have no idea how to do a front end alignment.
For the alignment guys out there, the term wheel alignment has 3 components: caster, camber, and toe. It's not just setting the toe.
That's one problem we have not revealed to you about this car, is that it is a two-hander on the highway because it wants to dart. But the other thing that went wrong is that now the engine will almost not run at all. Next up, spark plugs. Nowhere near as bad as I thought that it would. That's actually dry, not oily. Let's see what the others look like. That's ugly. Look how it's clean around the edges, and then it's all baked on oil on the porcelain and stuff. That means it's misfiring and the raw fuel is washing it off. What I want to do is just throw new plugs in it. I would love to find an MSD ignition to put on it, because the other thing that could be happening is if our ignition box is bad, then maybe it's causing some sort of misfire timing problem. I'm gonna put new plugs in now.
What I'm gonna do now is set the idle mixture on the carburetor, get a little bit more idle speed. I'm gonna try riching it up a little bit more at all 4 corners. By opening it up, I'm gonna see if the idle picks up and smooths out. What's the idle RPM there, David?
900.
So I've set the idle speed at 900 RPM, which for a stick shift car is fine, especially with a little bit of cam and headers and all that. It's a lot better with the new plugs, but we're a little suspect on the ignition box that's controlling the ignition system right now, so it's a super simple swap out. I'm gonna pull that out. I've got a new box here from the auto parts store, and we'll see if that improves it any. I'm not sure if it will, but there's a good chance it might. Okay, Freiburger, you want to try it out?
You want to drive?
Yeah, I'll drive.
All right, here we go. Monument Valley, land of the Roadrunner. Beep, beep.
I think it's pretty good.
It might be fixed.
I don't want to rev it out because that water pump pulley might disintegrate.
Dude, this is running perfectly. Man, this is gonna be a great day. We're in Kayenta, Arizona, and we got some wrenching to do. What we're gonna do this morning is a front end alignment, because this thing is virtually hazardous to drive.
I can fix that.
Oh, you know what? While you're fixing that, I'm gonna hook up our Roadrunner horn.
Oh, so I aligned the front suspension and you put a wire to the horn?
Okay, sounds good.
Sounds good to me.
To clarify caster and camber, which is what he's going to adjust here. Caster is, if you're looking at the side of the car, like this is the wheel on the side of the car, it's the tilt fore and aft of the spindle. And the more aft it is, the more stable it is in a straight line. Camber, if you're looking at the front of the car like this, is the tilt of the top of the tire in and out. And our problem is that we've actually got the camber like this, which is why the inside of the tires are scrubbing the ground and balding themselves.
Right now it's got some negative to it.
The thing's gonna handle like an Indy car when we're done.
What we're doing here is I lowered the car because we're gonna check the camber. We've done kind of a rough alignment setting, but I've got to fine tune. What we have to do is roll it forward and back, and that'll settle the suspension. I'll take a measurement. Within a couple of tries of trial and error, we'll have it right on the money. How's that, Freiburger?
Yeah, it's mint.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good.
Okay, now we're gonna do toe, which is the tires in or out like this. We want about...
1/8 Freiburger.
You like an 1/8?
Well, with the worn out suspension.
62 7/16. Now we're gonna do the same at the back of the tire.
62 1/4, and it was 62 7/16.
Right.
So that's 3/16 towed out.
Correct. We had it out 3/16 of an inch. We want it in 1/8 of an inch. And so what Steve's doing is loosening up the tie rod end, and you know that adjuster that you can turn? He's using it to lengthen this side to tip the wheels in, and hopefully straighten the steering wheel while we're there. He fixed the alignment. I fried the Roadrunner horn, so we're gonna have to add it in post. Probably throughout the whole episode because it'll be hilarious.
Meep, meep.
Meep, meep. So we're gonna test drive the alignment with confidence on our way to Monument Valley.
Let's go.
Boom!
We don't even need a horn. We can just do our own meep, meeps.
Meep, meep. Here we go. Fingers crossed. That looks like you're fighting it.
I don't know, seems better to me. Drives like a Cadillac. Beep, beep.
When you're on a highway and Roadrunner goes beep, beep, you better step aside or you might wind up in a heap. Roadrunner, running down the road all day. Nice work, Dolchek.
Yeah. Look, I can just drive it one-handed, elbow on the windowsill.
Oh, that's way better. Everything I'd hoped for and more.
The Roadrunner's great, or the Wreck Runner is not such a wreck anymore, Freiburger.
And we made it to Monument Valley here in Utah,
Oh, yeah.
the home of the Roadrunner.
That's right.
I just want to enjoy the scenery.
Yeah, it's beautiful out here, man. It's cool.
Time for a Freiburger history lesson and what makes this so special. So when I was a little kid, by far my favorite cartoon was Warner Brothers' Roadrunner and Coyote. And of course, it was set in the southwestern desert, but specifically with the background that you see here in Monument Valley in Arizona and Utah, right on the border. Roadrunner came out in 1949, and it was created by a guy named Michael Maltese, but really crafted and shaped and made fantastic by the legendary director Chuck Jones. And the very first Roadrunner cartoon in 1949 was called Fast and Furious. Yes, very much like the car movie series of today. In 1968, Plymouth came to Warner Brothers and they said, here's the deal. We're making a car named Roadrunner whether you like it or not. So if you want your little cartoon bird on the side and the fame that comes with that, let's strike a deal. And they did. So this has been a great trip, and it all ties together with our 1968 Wreck Runner right here in Monument Valley. You ready to behold more of the glory?
Let's go, man. Hit the road.
Can you picture a better scenario than what we're doing right now?
No.
Me neither.
Yeah, this car makes it great.
Check out that balance rock.
Wow.
That's Mexican hat.
How is that thing even supported?
I know, it's rad. Pull off. Let's check it out.
Sounds good.
Oh, I forgot. More violent off-roading. Obviously, it was a complete butte, and it got eroded by wind, and the hard part stayed. And look at that balance. Look how it's offset off the center.
How can it even exist?
I don't know. It's cool.
Really wouldn't want to fall off that edge, though.
No, you really don't.
It's a long way to Albuquerque down that way.
Just when you thought Monument Valley was all of the win that we could have in this episode, we've got more. Welcome to a big vacant lot in the woods nearby Durango, Colorado, the city named for Steve's favorite SUV. So because we've got the Wreck Runner now whittled down to ultimate reliability, like new car levels of reliability, we decided to screw it up by modifying the thing. We're gonna make it faster. We were able to like ship in some Edelbrock E Street heads that we're gonna put on the car right here in this dirt field. And we realized we were going by Amarillo Dragway, and those guys were cool enough to open up for us on Friday. So now our new goal is make this thing faster than the 1350s that it ran in Bakersfield at a 3,500 foot elevation to Amarillo. Ready, Steve?
Yeah.
You know what? Let's time this. It is noon, straight up, give or take a minute. So I'm gonna say 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock, we're gonna have this running and driving. What do you think, Steve?
About this time tomorrow?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I guess he's watched Roadkill before. I'm spraying so the dirt doesn't drop down in the intake ports when we lift the manifold. Wow, easiest ever. Is that our intake leak?
Dude, this could be our oiling problem.
Oh, that thing's like new.
Yeah. Engine's like new too.
It's actually not bad. Next up, valve covers off. Oh, what?
Mechanically adjustable rocker
No
arms.
way.
Yeah.
This isn't a solid cam, is it?
I don't know.
No. Rocker arms are adjustable. The stock ones on this engine are not. And so that's an upgrade. And typically that would be with a solid camshaft, a mechanical cam. And this one, we think, has a hydraulic in it.
Well, Freiburger, there is no lash in any of these, so.
Okay. Huh. Spark plugs better than ever. Look at that. This thing's healing itself, which is why we took it apart. Oh, don't tell me the distributor's gonna have to come out. No. There we go. Ah! Okay. There is a ton of crud baked onto the top of the pistons here. And if you look at them, especially on number 8, which is the worst, it seems like all of the crud is centered around the valve notches. I'm hoping that that means that our oil fouling problem is oil that's coming down from the cylinder head, like through the valve guides, and not up through the rings. Another clue to that is the fact this engine has very little bore taper, as judged by the fact that there's almost no ring ridge at the very top of the cylinder. And so we're hoping that we can install these new cylinder heads and also solve the oil fouling problem at the same time. Now we're at the point of being able to put the cylinder heads on, but unfortunately the Edelbrock heads have angled spark plugs where they're straight on the stock heads, and we know that one of the tubes over here will not clear the angle plug head. So we got to pull the header out from underneath it and then let the bashing begin. We're gonna mock up this header onto the head. I wanted to see how bad the header bolt situation is. Wow, that's not touching. That's far better than I thought it was gonna be. Well, you can see how tight this is in here, but I think we're gonna get away with it, maybe with a little bit modification. There we go. Wilderness bashing success. The header and the socket fits now, so we have to slip the header back up into the car, and then we're ready to put the cylinder heads on.
I'll go shove this into position. Everything here is spotlessly clean. I'm gonna lay the head gaskets in place, and then it's time to bolt on the heads.
Here are the cylinder heads that we're going to install. Edelbrock E Streets, which is like their bottom end line of heads. They don't have quite the finished work of some of their higher end stuff. They're gonna have a little bit more flow than those 906s. They got bigger valves in them, but here's the big deal. The chamber size is 75 cc's, and the stock 906 iron heads that we took off are gonna be right around 92 cc's. And so we're gonna get a big jump in compression ratio. These are gonna be a good benefit. Obviously, they're gonna be lighter. The other thing about the E Street is they're designed to bolt right in with all of the stock stuff. So let's hope it works. This is a Dulcich tip. So all of these push rods right here need to be lined up for me to drop on the entire rocker shaft assembly. And when Dulcich tells you to grab your dipstick, you go right to it. So watch this. I am going to slide it on top of the rocker stand little pedestals here, and I am going to install each individual push rod on top of it.
So what happens is the dipstick will corral all of your push rods.
This feels like progress. Nice. When the valve covers go on, you know you're near done. Really close. 7:45. To be completely honest, I would say that we spent at least 2 hours and 45 minutes ordering parts, answering email, lounging. So that's a Roadkill 5 o'clock, and we are just about to fire this thing up.
All right, here we go. Ignition on and boom. That's a win, Freiburger.
That's total win.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's it for the evening. Now look away, because the partying begins. All right, Steve. On this rock, I have scrawled my estimates of our before and after horsepower with our Edelbrock head mod. What is your estimate of what we were making with the iron heads?
Engine dyno horsepower, probably about 310.
310.
310.
Okay. And how about now?
4 1/4. 355 and 400.
Yeah.
You might be closer on the 355 because it did run at 1354 at Bakersfield.
Yeah.
400, well,
Think it's a little better?
4 1/4 all
Well,
day
let's
long.
find out. Here we go.
About the same.
Does it?
How come our vibration went away? It would vibrate. You'd have to hit at least 2,900 to get out of vibration. How come we don't have vibration?
You're kidding. Is it because of load or something? How about on this downhill? Lift a little? How's that possible? I don't get that. We had a bad vibration between 2,500 and 3,000. We thought it was the drive shaft, but our new cylinder has fixed it.
That's impossible,
That's
Freiburger.
impossible. Man, this thing runs mint.
Yeah. It's never run better on this trip.
It has not. We have crested 1,000 miles in the Wreck Runner.
No way.
Yes, we have. We're currently in New Mexico, and the state bird of New Mexico is
The Roadrunner.
boom.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. It's a beautiful day in Rio Rancho, New Mexico, where we slept among the scorpions last night.
And there were a lot of them.
There was a lot of scorps.
Yeah.
So we arrived here in Rio Rancho, New Mexico last night. The engine is running like garbage once again. I suspect the plugs are fouled. We're gonna pull out the plugs, and then we actually have some new parts. The UPS store got an overnight delivery for us of brand new MSD components. So even if we're still oil fouling the plugs, I'm hoping to blast through it with MSD ignition power.
I think it will.
Yeah.
It's like a keg of dynamite.
I'm dying to pull that number 8 spark plug and see how oil fouled it is or isn't. This is gonna be the moment of truth. And that's not as oily as it used to be by a long shot, but it is fouled. If they all look like this, then obviously this thing needs piston rings. We're gonna bypass all of that and go directly to trying to fire through a fouled plug with an MSD ignition.
I think it'll work. Can you go to the store and get me half a quart of chocolate milk? That would be the same.
You're giving me a gallon of annoyance right now. And distributor out. The great part about the Mopar is how simple this is. See how it just has a tang on it, not a gear? That means all we had to remember is which direction the rotor was pointing in order to get the new one in the right place. First thing, brand new MSD Pro Billet distributor. All right, Dulcich, you want to eyeball the timing? What he's doing right now is sort of just initially setting the timing by looking at where the tooth is on the reluctor inside the distributor and the magnetic pickup and lining them up and sort of eyeballing where it should be in relation to where we've got the number 1 cylinder on the damper. It's sort of an estimate. It'll get it started and then we'll set the timing after that. Now, the Blaster 2 coil. It's actually an MSD Blaster 2. I don't know what makes it better than the Blaster 1. But it's called Blaster, so it's good. Steve's taken the plugs out, and I have to admit, they are actually worse than we've ever seen on this trip. Defeat. Our piston rings in this engine are junk. We're gonna attempt to burn through all of that oil with a gnarlier ignition system right here. MSD means multiple spark discharge. Below 3,000 RPM, it actually strikes the spark plug multiple times. All of the energy is stored up in a capacitor inside that box, and then when the distributor triggers it, it goes bam, and it releases it into the coil all of a sudden and gets you more spark energy. MSD installed. It's butchered, but it's installed. Last thing here is gonna be spark plug wires. I'm not gonna make them to my normal neatness. We're just gonna jam them together.
Ignition on, and...
'26 needs advancing.
Oh,
This distributor rotates counterclockwise.
yeah, so you...
So I advanced it by going clockwise.
Okay, firing up.
Fire. That's good. 17. Ready for it once again to run better than it ever has?
Oh, yeah. It's faster.
It falls over right after 5,500 RPM.
It does?
Yeah. That was 6. We gotta strap the motor down.
Yeah.
So I guess my review at this point is the vibration's still there.
Not as bad.
I think the motor mount's broken,
Busted.
and I think it's faster than it was.
Yeah.
We made it all the way to Amarillo Dragway in Amarillo, Texas. This is the scene of the 1971 to 1973 NHRA finals. But more importantly,
what?
It's the episode where Finnegan and I drove that worthless 76 Dart here and blew it up on nitrous. That is all the blow-by. Go, girl, go!
That's not good.
That was terrible.
That was the 100th episode. All of the head gaskets were blown out of it.
I was super sorry for that 318.
Don't do the same thing to the 383 today.
Oh, no, that's impossible. I can assure you I'm going to leave it in one piece.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about the transmission? Because that's my big concern.
Well, if I blow that up, it'll make you super happy.
Right? We'll get a
You
new
hate
one.
the transmission.
This thing has got wasted synchros. I cannot power shift the thing into second, so I'm counting on the power of the Dulcich to just bam!
I'm going to prove that with that 833 Chrysler transmission.
Yeah?
Running down the track, power shifting second gear.
In order for you to do that, I think I have to actually attach the engine to the car.
Oh,
so
motor
let's
mount
do the
bolt?
motor mount bolt, and then we need 8 cylinders, so we'll do spark plugs, and finally we'll slam slicks on it.
Okay, get it running.
And we did get it running. First, installing a bolt that had fallen out of the driver's side motor mount completely. Now that the engine's actually bolted in, spark plugs. And then we discovered that the spark plugs were as bad as ever, if not worse.
There was actual debris on
Exactly, there's metal on it.
Yeah.
And finally, we ignored that, slapped on some slicks, and hit the track. At this point, our low expectations were met in Roadkill style. Because the car was not only just slow, but it also broke. First, the shifter and the synchronizers in the transmission gave us the same trouble that they had all along. There would be no bang shifting on this day. And then, the clutch linkage fell apart. He missed second.
Lost the clutch linkage.
Dulcich fixed that, and the car did finally run in the high 14s in the terrible weather, but then the clutch failed altogether. Oh, that was the clutch going away.
That was the clutch.
Yeah, and it's puking on the track now. But you know what? Our spirit was not broken. We had survived 1,300 plus miles in the Wreck Runner, a car assembled out of 2 complete piles of Mopar garbage, and we had a great time doing it.
kicking it off with just amazing action in the desert, doing some burnouts along the way, seeing the awesome, awesome scenery in Monument Valley, and finally making it within 6 hours of our true final destination, which was going to be another drag strip in Texas, where we're meeting up with Mike Finnegan for another drag racing shootout with a different car. And you will see that in an upcoming episode of Roadkill.
Master, transmission refuses to shift. Okay, I get in car, go down quarter mile. Freiburger, he can't shift transmission. It's a real drag because, you know, the synchro mesh has to engage the gear. Freiburger can't handle it. He walked out of the ring. Yes, Dulcich, to jump in, bang shift his car, take it down a quarter mile, and show him how it's done. Right now, it's go time.
This time on Roadkill, it's a winter wonderland with a roots blower! Yeah!
We're taking T-Bizzle where she's never been before.
Go, baby, go!
Well, we may be dumb, but at least we're adventurous. Your challenge, if you should choose to accept it, is to drive that car in the dead of winter from here in Rapid City, South Dakota, all the way to like Boondocks, Minnesota, where we've got a project vehicle sitting there that we already bought sight unseen that is going to be a big surprise to you and probably to us once we get there.
I gotta admit, all I heard was car, blah, blah, donuts in the parking lot.
Oh, there is that. This is a choice place. I've never seen this pile before. This is cool.
Allow me to tell you all about T-Bizzle. This is either an 85 or 86 T-Bird, I'm not sure which. I bought it for an episode of Faster with Finnegan. That's a 302 Ford. It's completely stock, right down to the valve springs. We did nothing except put a blower and Holley carbs on top of this thing. It's a 671 blower shop unit. It's Teflon stripped. It has all the tricks. It makes way too much boost for this stock engine that only wants to rev to 4,000 RPM. The transmission, 4-speed automatic, also stock. The rear diff, totally stock, except we welded up the spider gears, and this is a 4-lug car. This is all the stuff you shouldn't do to your stock T-Bird, and we did it anyway, and picked up 4 seconds at an 8-mile drag strip versus its stock time. And more importantly, we whooped Cletus McFarland's butt with T-Bizzle.
This is great for me because it's the first time we've ever done a Faster with Finnegan crossover car onto the Roadkill show. And what that means is that he has completely pre-molested this thing along with Newbern and Cotton. I had nothing to do with it, so let's add up the benefits. I take no blame. I get to experience it for the very first time, and hopefully I don't have to wrench on it in winter.
And now we're gonna find out, how good does it work in the snow?
You know, we've had a lot of winter adventures in our day. We've driven to Alaska in the Ranchero.
We drove that wagon with no windows to,
Yeah, the Buick wagon.
where'd we go? Kansas City? Wichita.
In the
Which is
rain.
in Kansas, unlike Kansas City.
That was the origin of Homeless Dave.
That's right.
That's when I first appeared wearing my blanket. By the way, that's gonna degenerate as this trip goes on. Right now, it's like a balmy 20 degrees. It's not that cold.
I fixed it.
It's gonna get worse. Ooh, that's good. I didn't think it would start.
He's been tuned for the altitude.
That's impressive. Wipers work. All right, we are good to donut. I'm so happy nothing can be my fault. Oh, security, just in time. Oh, wow. It's already missing.
Yeah, it's misfired.
Oh, it does great donuts. The engine might be falling out. Oh, this thing runs terrible.
It does. Well, when I put it together, I said to the guys, it's only got to last 3 passes. I really didn't think, you know, we were going cross country.
But you chose this for cross country.
I got a short memory.
Wow. I feel kind of self-conscious about the misfire.
All right, let's go. I feel like the car's tested, it's ready.
Sure.
We'll just idle all the way to Mount Rushmore.
Welded rear end, ice, 6 cylinders, 3-gallon gas tank. Good to go.
That runs good now.
Huh. Maybe it needs to warm up. See, it wants to like run fine now.
Yeah.
It shifted.
There we go.
Okay, Mount Rushmore,
Let's do this.
20 miles away. What are the odds we make it? So it's 3 gallons, but it's probably getting no better than 7, so that might be 21 miles. What if it gets us all the way there?
That would be pretty amazing.
Yeah. Let's say it's making 300 horsepower at the crank right now. Well, if the blower is sucking 150 horsepower, then you're right at the margin of where the 302 block breaks in half.
Yeah.
Even though you're only making 300 crank. It's perfect. No, the Thunderbird was the high-end personal luxury car in its day.
Pinnacle of engineering back then.
Now, 18 miles, and we're there. Well, there it is. Our first running out of gas with our 3-gallon fuel cell. At this point, let's see, we've gone about 10 miles on 3 gallons. I expected it was gonna run out of gas in like 2 or 3 miles. This is season 9 of Roadkill. I would say for the last 5 seasons, Finnegan's been saying, let's do a burnout in front of Mount Rushmore. So that's our plan. And I just got the world's most annoying Chinese fuel cell cap on. Ready to go. All right, you are gassed. I think 3 gallons will get us there.
All right.
It shifted.
Third gear. Third gear Bernie's in the snow.
Oh, we're so dead.
Nah.
Yeah, we're just fine. All right, let's go attack some icy, windy mountain roads.
All right.
You know, the Native Americans are like super not happy that we defaced their mountain with all the presidential faces and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh, look at the tunnels. The tunnel's cool.
Yeah.
There's a city here and none of it's open.
It's awesome, and I love it. Mount Rushmore National Memorial. All right, we're getting close now.
So can you name the presidents that are on there?
No.
So
Lincoln?
Washington, Lincoln, Roosevelt, and Thomas Jefferson.
Oh, dude, there it is. There it is.
Yep, there you go.
Look at that. We made it to Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
No, no, no. This is my moment. No, car.
Live the dream, Finnegan.
Thank you, America.
Goals achieved.
Oh, man. I don't need anything else on this trip.
It pulled around sideways, got the perfect view. That's pretty sweet.
I feel so patriotic now.
Oh, that's great.
So American.
Rushmore was amazing, and the profile's even better, right?
Oh, yeah, you can see right up his schnoz.
Why don't you go ahead and explain the part that the audience missed?
I might have allegedly run the car into a curb, which probably likely bent the wheel and popped the tire off the bead, and we don't have a lug wrench, nor do we have a jack.
And that town back there is completely closed, so we're 20 miles away from anything. So the solution to all of this is?
More burnouts?
Yeah.
And then limp our way out of here, very slowly.
I'm gonna watch. Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. We're under the nose of George Washington, and Finnegan had to do another burnout. I blame him. Here we go.
I just did a donut in front of Washington.
All right,
Let's go.
We're out of gas, dude.
Out of gas.
Ran out of gas twice, bent the wheel on the car, hit a curb. Yep, she's empty. I just did a 180 burnout in front of George Washington's nose. Best day at work ever.
Freezing, nothing more than freezing.
All right, we're back in business.
That was majestic.
It was exhilarating.
Presidential. But that wheel's still bent.
Yeah. I know what we're doing tomorrow.
You could probably use 2 front tires, in truth, since you're only gonna do that again. Good morning.
Yo.
I'm sick.
You look bad.
I'm pretty sick.
Yeah, I don't mean like homeless. I mean like this is not homeless Dave. You just look unwell.
I feel better than that wheel.
It's concave.
Yeah.
It's got problems. So let's take it off and beat on it.
Okay, I'll get the jack.
Okay. It's like a hula hoop.
That has a lot of whoop-de-doo going on.
Not only did we bend the hoop, we bent the barrel of the wheel. It's concave.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Like at 50, it settled in and stopped vibrating.
Which was surprising, because that is junk.
Yeah. Oh no. Now it's gonna be out of balance.
So while we're doing this, we have a local junkyard looking for wheels for us, but this is more adventurous. I'm pretty sure it's fixed.
It's better. It was worth the effort. It's a majestic, beautiful day today.
That's junk. I think we need to wait for the junkyard wheel.
Junkyard wheels?
Yeah.
All right, junkyard wheels.
Let's see what's wrong with this other wheel bearing while those guys are finding the wheel. I want to check one more thing that can't possibly be my fault since I didn't touch this car before yesterday, which is that this wheel bearing seems to be making a hideous noise. And sure enough, that is loose. We had a couple of things going on here. First of all, these wheels take the long shank, and it had short shanks on 2 of them. The other thing is, see how these wheel washers have some cup to them? You actually want to put the concave side towards the wheel and the convex side towards the lug. It actually says wheel side on the washer right there, and 2 of them were on backwards. And these wheels, it's really critical to have the long lugs because you can see they have to stick all the way through this weird, like, center cast aluminum bit and into the other side. And on top of that, look, this wheel is broken right by that lug.
We have bent wheels. Dave's apparently passed out in a vitamin C-induced coma. I figure I'll improve our fuel range and economy right here, right now. I got this, don't worry. It's a one-man job. This holds 14 gallons. That only holds 3. So we're gonna get rid of that. We're gonna plumb this. This is actually a boat gas tank. You can find this at really good hardware stores. All we gotta do is figure out a way to get a hose in here, plumb it to our electric fuel pump, and then we will have increased our fuel capacity nearly 5 times. And it fits. Look at that, that just fits right in there. We need a rubber line going from here to there. But you don't want to just put a rubber line inside the fuel and let it dangle in there, because eventually today's modern gasoline will degrade the rubber line and it'll just get soft and rubber chunks will go in your fuel, and next thing you know, you're stuck on the side of the road. So you need a metal line to go down in there, right? Air conditioning hard line. It's 3/8, it's perfect. I'm gonna use a unibit to put a hole in the tank. I'll put a rubber grommet to seal it, and then voila, it even has a high pressure 3/8 rubber hose on it. This might even be long enough to go connecting right to our electric fuel pump. So right now, I'm pumping out the 3-gallon fuel cell into this spare can so that I can disconnect the fuel line from that fuel cell. I've got to convert our fuel pump from AN line to rubber hose, which means I've got to get that fitting in the fuel pump. This right here. gaff tape over that, put the fuel in there. We are good to go.
What'd I miss?
How you doing, Sleeping Beauty?
Sick. Oh, wow.
We have a fuel system. So we'll put some gas in it, wedge the toolbox behind it, front tires on the road.
Nice. I should sleep through all the work more often.
It's ready. Well, although not nearly as cool as our weld wheels, these Junkyard 4-luggers are gonna get us down the road. To where? I have no idea. Right before we leave, let's autograph the wheel and leave it here and put it on the internet.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
We got new rubber, we got new gas.
I got a nap. Make sure it runs and I'll slam it.
We'll let roast them.
So is your pickup not?
Well, it's a giant gas tank. The pickup's at the bottom of it, but we have 2 gallons spread across an uneven sitting on a hill.
Probably needs more.
Yeah.
Okay. So pour more in.
If we had more.
I thought they have a whole gas can full.
That's what I dumped in that one.
Oh.
We're out.
Pretty sure it's not picking up fuel out of the tank. We need more gas. Okay, it's 9 degrees out now. This thing is cranking and cranking and cranking and not starting. So we're going to the ether.
Whoa. Hey.
It's cranking and he's got the key out.
Disconnect the
Pop
battery.
the hood.
That's not good.
It's locked up.
Whew.
I hit that and it stopped. It's cold.
That's not good.
No, that was funny.
Okay.
Did you see what just happened there? We went and started it and it died, but the engine was still cranking. I opened the hood and just hit the starter relay with my fist right here, and it stopped. It's like the relay froze shut. Squirt it. There's no fuel in the bowls. No accelerator pump. Zamma Jamma boat tank is not working.
I understand this should work. I'm wondering if it didn't suck up the piece of plastic I drilled.
So if they got picked up, they could have jammed the fuel pump. Nope.
Yeah, it's not changing pitch or anything. Get a water bottle filled with gas.
And prime it.
Yeah. It's not even trying, dude.
Pump is not doing jack. It must have plastic in it.
Yeah. Okay. I guess shut it off. Take the pump out.
I think what we're gonna have to do is pull that pump out of there and see what's wrong, because we've tested every which way and the electric fuel pump just is not pulling fuel. We're entering hour 8 in the hotel parking lot. First, it was the wheel that was mangled that we could not straighten out. Then it was the hunt at local junkyards to find new wheels that would go on there. Then there was tightening a wheel bearing. That was no big deal. And now what's going on is that the new fuel system that Mike also fabricated while we were here has failed. The fuel pump is not pumping fuel. Our operating theory is that the plastic that he drilled into the gas tank got sucked up and is in the fuel pump and is keeping it from flowing. We're probably gonna get another one. We got the fuel pump out. There's no plastic in here. This is fine. It is a gear rotor pump.
There's a screen right here.
Is there?
Yeah.
I've never seen a screen on one of those. That's perfectly wide open.
Better question is, why didn't Cotton put a fuel filter back here?
Yeah, let's blame him.
I wired the relay. That works. Let's call him. Maybe there's a hidden fuel filter we haven't found.
And it's clogged.
And it's clogged.
I don't get
T-Bizzle, think back to where you were plumbing the fuel system.
Yep.
Where's the fuel filter?
Fuel filter was in the back of the in the trunk.
We agree.
Right, yeah, it should have been. Do you remember actually installing one, is the question.
Yeah, it was in there. And there's a little blue filter inline right between the tank and the pump.
There's our man's filter right there.
Yeah. We don't have a fitting to make that work, though.
You are blameless, young man.
Yeah, good game. Way to hustle.
Yeah.
I gotta go now. Don't rub it in. Love you. Bye. Well, I can't be sure, but I think having the fuel filter on the inlet side of that pump is pretty much what killed it. So we just went and got another Holley fuel pump. We're gonna put a new fuel filter on the outlet side of it.
If you have a filter that has too much restriction on the inlet side of an electric fuel pump, it makes the pump work too hard. It has to like suck really hard, and it often fails them. So that probably maybe what happened. We're not sure. All we're doing is replacing parts.
We're gonna hook it in there, wire it up, and then we should be, in theory, good to go. New fuel pump is in, put our boat tank back in there, and pretty much, I think it's fixed.
I heard it prime. Sounds good. And, oh yeah, we got fuel squirter. We are fixed.
Let's go.
Okay, fire it up. And it lives. I gotta be honest, we're probably staying the night in Rapid City again because we've done like 14 hours in the hotel parking lot, but we gotta go find out if it works. Car's fixed.
We've been in this town 4 days.
We have 2 days to go 600 miles.
We can do that.
You'll notice I cleverly have not told the audience yet where we're going, so that wherever we end up ends up being the win.
You can't lose.
We can't lose. I did promise that we had a project vehicle we haven't seen yet, though. Stay on this 336 miles.
What's our current speed, sir?
Oh, you can do better than this. 56?
This feels safe.
How about like 70?
Oh, we don't have overdrive.
We should. It's an AOD. It's got the circle around the D, which means overdrive.
I wonder if it won't go overdrive because we pulled the cable all the way tight.
Possible. It thinks you're wide open all the time.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
It sounds to me like it's only at like 2,500 RPM, maybe less.
Yeah, I was thinking like 28, 29. Like this seems fairly chirpy right here.
We gotta make miles.
The last time we did this sort of thing was in the Dragwar, and we lost the lower pulley. Remember?
Yes, I do.
If that happens again, it will not be as fun because
it probably won't run quite as well.
It's freezing.
Yeah. Our first fail. Not too bad, but I'm worried that, look how I can shake the whole engine.
Stock rubber mounts are not as good as they used to be.
Wow. I just didn't want these bolts to fall out and go through the blower. The engine I don't care about. I don't want to ruin the blower. I'm pretty sure you have the technology to fix that. I'll be sitting in the car. Man, it's cold.
Okay, that's great.
Man, it's been going pretty good today. We've gone almost 200 miles. This thing's motoring along, no problem so far. We're trying to make it all the way to Fargo, North Dakota tonight. 300 miles from here. And unfortunately, we have very small gas capacity, and we just put 87 octane in this thing for the very first time. I don't think Finnegan knows that, so let's get out of here before he notices. Oh, this is not gonna be fun. At our last gas stop, it was like in the 30s. And I think it's gotta be under the 20s now. The thing is running so bad because of the cold.
Hey, it's snowing.
Yeah, and it's actively snowing.
Cool. I have a bottle of heat. I'll put it in the fuel. Maybe we can turn the scoop around backwards.
Yeah.
We'll be good.
It's gonna help. So first thing I'm gonna do here is take the scoop off and flip it around, just so we're not ramming as much cold air and ice right down the carburetor.
This is called heat, and it removes moisture Out of fuel, prevents rust and corrosion.
That's a boom. You can see what these guys did. They made a bracket to bolt this directly to the carburetors and eliminate the air cleaners entirely. That's why it's running terrible. The boosters are completely frozen over. The boosters in the carburetor, which is where the air passes through them and it draws the fuel out of them, it's so cold, they're iced over. So the holes in the bottom of it are not atomizing the fuel like they need to. It's just glugging. Some of it's probably not getting into the engine at all, and that's why it's misfiring so terribly. Not everyone does this.
And if it keeps the snow out, then it's a good positive change. All right, you're doing great. I'll be in the car.
I knew that was gonna happen.
Woo! Good day. You're doing great, Freiburger.
Okay, I've got that handled. I think we're out of here. Okay. You know, when you think Fargo, you think this.
Yeah, this is like that movie. Like you're just driving along this desolate, frozen, horrific road.
Yeah. It's running better.
Oh, it runs great.
I fixed the carburetor.
I'm afraid to give it any more throttle, just in case it just stays there
Yeah.
unconditionally.
But those boosters were clearly the problem.
Yeah.
We're 180 miles from our final destination in Fargo, and our windshield wipers just stopped working. And there's melty snow on the windshield that's now freezing. Yikes.
Now I can't see.
Those semis just screw you. We're gonna have to exit.
Oh, God.
Shift.
Please shift gently.
Shift. There.
Oh.
Whoa.
We're gonna get to a point where this just becomes crazy.
That's right now. I mean, that tells you how loose it is out there, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't know that we're getting to Fargo.
Yep.
When the trans can't shift without the car sliding, that's not good.
Right. It just tells you how slippery it really is.
Yeah, it's just gonna get worse. So now let's go back.
And dark is gonna be spooky.
Yep.
So what was that last night? About 140 miles worth of fail?
No, it wasn't failure. I'd wager that was the most exciting part of this journey.
Yeah.
Since the burnouts in front of George Washington.
It was sketchy.
Yeah.
This thing with the locked rear end was slipping everywhere, especially on the shifts. That was crazy.
Yeah, every time the trans shifted, the car would just step out and want to go off the road. And that's not good. I mean, it's 7 degrees this morning, I think.
Yeah.
The road is frozen. So we're gonna build our own heater right now.
And make it happen.
Maybe we'll put chains on later, I don't know, but we're gonna keep going.
Heater?
Yeah, we need heat, because it's freezing in there.
Is the key in here?
I think I left them in there, hoping somebody would steal it.
No one stole this.
Day's not over yet.
No one looked at this car and said, yeah, I'm gonna steal that and joyride it because it's 5 degrees and icy. I went to the gas station and got this awesome Hannibal Lecter mask.
I can't look at you anymore.
Okay, ready? Heat.
Oh, yeah. We need a way to get the extension cord into the car without opening the doors and windows.
I was gonna see. I'm pretty good with this if you are.
Okay. We don't know whether our heater core leaks or not, but it's not plumbed anyway, so we bought a generator. We're gonna strap this to the trunk, fire it up so that we have 110 volt AC power coming out, and then we bought a heater that is the exact same amp draw as this thing allegedly will provide. And then we'll put the heater in the car and try not to set ourselves on fire.
And I think it has a shut off if it falls over. There you go, hey!
It's working. Okay.
Nice.
All right. We strap this down, we run the cord in, put the heater on.
Part of the reason for the heater, by the way, is not just our personal comfort, but it's because as we're driving, the condensation from our breath is freezing to the inside of the windows and we can't see.
And don't worry, it's not gonna obstruct our vision because we don't have a rear view mirror anyway.
Yeah. Why do you get the 30-foot extension cord?
I'm gonna unstick the throttle. Are you ready? Woo!
Can you hand me the plug? Oh, why is this thing at 230 degrees?
I don't know.
How are we overheating? Because the fan is frozen solid?
Is that possible?
Get moving. Yeah, that's possible.
All right.
We are overheating in 5-degree weather. Only roadkill. Now it's 250.
Is our water pump not running?
Oh, did the water pump freeze? It's electric.
Yep.
Let's jump out and hit it real quick, because this is not...
Yeah, that's
it's
not gonna fly. Okay.
I'll turn the key from the safety and comfort of
I figured you would.
11 degree in here. Well, because you got the hockey mask on.
Yeah.
You're good out there.
The fan is working, so it's gotta be the water pump. The water pump is blazing hot, so I would think if it's frozen, it's melted.
Yeah, it's froze up.
Or is the fuse blown because it was frozen and it barely made it 100 yards out of the hotel, and the thing is overheating at 260 degrees. It blew the fuse on the water pump, probably because the water in the pump was frozen, and so the electric motor stalled and blew the fuse. We put a new fuse in it, but with all the noise and stuff, I can't tell if the pump's running or not, so we're gonna fire it up and see if it cools. It didn't blow the fuse again.
It just dropped like 40 degrees. We're good.
You think you're good? Okay. Plugged in.
Yeah. Oh, it's making warmth, dude.
Oh, man.
It is making warmth. Oh, man.
We're good.
Oh, it's beautiful. All right, we're making it. Let's go.
Sure.
Needs Edsel. I don't want to shift. Oh, there we go. Okay, we're shifting.
Man, I can get rid of the Hannibal Lecter.
Oh, dude, the heater is money right now. Yeah. This might be better than factory. Somebody call Ford. They might want to adopt this technology.
I liked our troubleshooting on the water pump. So the water pump froze solid, so when it fired up, it blew the fuse. But then we overheated it to melt the water pump and then replaced the fuse, and we were good to go.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, we're not just parts replacers. We're automotive investigators.
The generator on the trunk's a good look. If that generator survives this, I give it a lot of credit. I give it credit for firing up in 7-degree weather.
I do too.
Oh, there.
Good.
Third gear.
Third gear. Now we're moving.
Oh, this isn't good. He was cruising the thing on the highway like steady state RPM or steady state throttle, and the thing just started to die. We smelled oil. Hopefully it just ran out of gas. There is nothing.
There's very little.
Where'd it go?
I see oil dripping everywhere from the cross member and...
We have a massive oil leak. He's gonna try and crank it and see if the engine's blocked up.
Come on, baby, don't be seized up.
Well, the good news is it runs.
It's out of gas.
We did make it to North Dakota. We're like 30 miles from Fargo, and it's officially 0 degrees right now.
I think it's out of gas. I think it just ran off the accelerator pump just now.
Okay,
So
then.
we'll put oil in it,
Yeah,
put gas in it, keep going.
right.
All right.
And the better news is we think we can keep going.
Do we have oil?
Of course not.
Right.
Right.
Okay. Oh, why are we doing this? Oh, because it's awesome. I remember. Ah, it's so cold.
We got oil. It's pouring out of the oil pressure sender. It's leaking really badly out of the oil pressure sending unit, like the cold just cracked it in half. But I think we can make it to where we got the oil, where there's a parts store where we can put a pipe plug in it. So that's what we're gonna do.
Okay, we made it to this parts store, and I've got a set of, fake channel locks I'm gonna use to try and get this thing out. Looks like a quarter pipe plug, just broke in half. This part opened up right there, and all the oil's just gushing out of it.
I just so happen to have a quarter pipe plug.
Boom.
Yo. Tell you what, this is better than having a freeze plug fall out a bunch of times.
Uh-oh.
That was all half of it.
You know what would make me feel much better about that? Yeah.
All right, I think we got that repaired.
140 miles to go. Let's do this. Dude, there it is.
We made it.
50 more yards, and technically we're on the property where the next project car is.
There was a time last night when I honestly did not think we were driving this all the way.
Oh, but here we are.
We did it.
Yes, yes.
He said, pull in and keep going until we get stuck.
Okay, okay.
Oh, there it is.
Whoa.
We made it.
Whoa.
Yeah. We made it all the way in. Check that thing out.
You could touch nose to nose. That's how good we are at this. Oh, this is what winning looks like right here.
Victory is ours. Kill that thing.
No longer necessary.
We no longer need the T-Bird.
Ooh, look at it.
Look at the majesty of this thing. Man, so a year and a half ago, we bought this thing sight unseen because it's probably the greatest vehicle that we've ever had as a starting point. You agree?
Technically, I saw it on Instagram.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you never saw it in person? Never
I
saw
just
video?
Knew. I just knew it was a great idea.
Just knew we had to have it.
Yeah.
Not only is it like the full-on Chrysler, I think it's a Newport, but it's got bonus doors. Check this out.
Count them, Dave. 1, 2, 3, 4 handles on each side.
Yeah. You know what? The greatest thing about this vehicle is that it's not a limo. It's an airport car. So it's not designed for, like, you know, the Las Vegas stripper party. It's designed to haul people from an airport to a hotel. So it's got 1, 2, 3, 4 doors on each side and bench seats in each location.
12. That's how many people you could fit in here comfortably. 16 if you try hard.
Exactly. Oh, look at the mold. Yuck. Look at all of the controls on the dash. What is that?
The front seat has headrest built into it. It reminds me of the bucket seats in some of your cars.
Yeah.
This thing's gangster, man. It needs tinted windows and a big block and a locked rear end.
And a lot of burnouts for distance.
Yes.
I can see the snow from where I'm standing by looking through the carpet of the car. That's a bad sign.
But during the summer, it won't matter. That's like air conditioning.
Yeah. We did it!
Damn right we did it. Let's go start a fire.
I know what you've been thinking. Why would these two idiots be driving a roots-blown Thunderbird across the frozen tundra for no reason whatsoever when they could have been just hanging out doing burnouts in front of Mount Rushmore? Well, this is what it's all about. This is our new project vehicle. This is a 1971 Chrysler Newport, which would be nothing special whatsoever, your standard cruising model C body, except for it's got like 50% more. Instead of having 2 doors or even 4, it's got 8. And we looked at the wheelbase and we're like, you know what? This thing could probably do burnouts in a dead straight line absolutely forever. And that's our plan for a future episode.
We have another project car. We're not even gonna pick this up today, but just knowing it exists physically and that it's not just a picture I saw on Instagram 2 years ago makes me all warm and fuzzy inside. And right now, I'm gonna go get physically warm and fuzzy inside because it's -4 degrees here. The limo, I'll see you later.
It's not a limo.
It is to me.
Ooh, Rockerville.
Woo! Yeah, buddy.
Let's go. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Count to 10, then come and find me, but be one of
Roadkill? Who is that masked man? It is Steve Dulcich social distancing on the $2,500 4x4 showdown.
Chevy versus Dodge. Wild fun in the California sun, baby.
That was pretty good, Dulcich.
Man, the Durango is just the ultimate off-road SUV, Freiburger.
So let me color in the background of what's going on here. It is pandemic time. So we knew that we needed to socially distance for the whole episode. We knew that we had to have 2 separate vehicles. We're not allowed to eat in restaurants. We're not allowed to be in hotels. So we decided to go on a major camping trip. So we're gonna be camping the whole time. But what that spun into is the $2,500 4x4 showdown. You see, Dulcich is always crowing about how the Durango is the greatest SUV known to man.
Oh, it is. It has everything. But you upsized me, Freiburger. What's up with that?
I know. I started to get intimidated by how the Durango will take a 32-inch tire and all of your talk about your 345 pound-feet of torque from your 5.9 V8. And it really got under my skin. So I was like, man, I need to outdo the Dulcich. How can I do it? The big block Suburban with 385 pound-feet and 230 horsepower, Dulcich. Boom!
96 cubic inches on me now. I don't know if it's a fair fight, but I have faith in the old Durango.
But you know what? When you want acreage, you get a Suburban.
Oh, yeah. It's nice.
So we're gonna hit the road, do a little bit of challenges between these 2 4x4s, mostly on dirt, so we're gonna get filthy, and we're gonna mask up like El Bandito.
Oh, yeah, I like it.
Look, he wore lace-up sneakers this time instead of the slip-ons because he knows that the Suburban will blow him out of his sneakers.
No way.
That way. We're gonna be camping. This is gonna be fun. Suburban would never normally be my choice for like real off-roading, rock crawling, mud, sand, anything like that. But I knew we were just gonna be camping here and taking mild roads, sand washes, rocky hill climbs, stuff like that. And the thing I've always said about the Suburban, it's the ultimate all-around vehicle. You can live in it if you have to.
I am the Durango man. Woohoo! I love these Durangos. Well, look, I put a lot of miles on a Durango. I know a lot about them. As a matter of fact, you could say I've been to the moon and back twice in Durangos because, you know, it's a vehicle. I've always had one in rotation since 2003, actually. Oh, the rocks provide no obstacle to a Durango. Whoa!
Oh, he got that wheel way off the ground. That was pretty good.
That was a big hole. The Durango. But I've just reached trail's end here.
Backing up.
Freiburger's gonna turn around. He's taking point. Let's see how he does up that hill. Oh, not bad. Handled it very nicely.
I've never had a 4-wheel drive Suburban. My Tahoe is 4x4. I don't like the independent front suspension. But what makes it the absolute ultimate is barn doors in the back. I will have to educate you about why they are radically superior to the tailgate.
Now, this car has independent front suspension on the 4-wheel drive system, which Freiburger kind of scoffs at. He's a solid axle man, but you know what? Worked pretty nice at smoothing off-road terrain.
There's a railroad right nearby us. When the railroad police came by, they're like, do not drive next to the tracks. Because if the train hit the Suburban, the train would get hurt. Here's the railroad tracks, where I should probably turn around. I'll let you lean back.
Copy that.
Oh, did I just take the wrong turn again?
He took the wrong turn again, and I will snake him again. Woohoo! Ha ha! That was a fun one.
Oh man, he's got me completely dusted. I can't see a thing.
I feel COVID responsible doing what we're doing. Staying well away from each other. Flattening the curve. Making our way the only way they know how. That's just a little bit more than the law will allow. Straightening the curves, flatten the hills, going COVID camping, because no one else ever will. Whee! I don't know why water crossings are fun, but they are.
Oh man, that Durango suspension with the torsion bars, I forgot to mention. Torsion bar front end, that is just like a traditional Mopar muscle car.
I'm outrunning Dulcich now. Woohoo! Well, that was some fun action, but we are not even warmed up. Our little adventure here is going to have some great exploring, but also a little bit of competition. We're about to get into that, so I thought I should show you my weapon. This is a 1994 Chevy Suburban 3/4 ton 4x4. It's got independent front suspension. Overall, this isn't an awesome 4x4, but it is an amazing vehicle. First of all, the beef. I've got a 454 big block. Disregard the fact that it only makes 230 horsepower. I've also got a 4L80 4-speed overdrive trans, a 14-bolt rear end. You can live in it. You can tow with it. It also has wheelbase for fun, for sliding around. I think it's got a pretty good chance against the Durango. Honestly, I bought it because I'm gonna be way more comfortable than Dulcich in this entire trip.
I am super looking forward to the competition phase of our little adventure. Why? Because of this. I've got one of my favorite 4x4 vehicles here, and it's a 1999 Durango. Now this is a first generation Durango, and they are dirt cheap, but super good. And the beauty is 5.9 Magnum. That's basically a small block Mopar, heavy duty 46 RE transmission, 9 1/4 rear end with limited slip. Power, nimbleness, performance, I think David's in trouble.
This is gonna be the sand wash challenge. Kind of some thick granular sand here, and we're gonna have to do a big S-turn, and at the end of it, a U-turn and come back this way.
I'm really hoping to just get the jump on Freiburger and get up to that first turn far enough ahead where it narrows up. He'll never have another chance to pass me.
Haha, he's gonna honk his horn. Ooh, we're pretty tight out of the hole. Look at that. Oh, as the Durango pulls way ahead. Oh, he's gonna smoke me. Ah, Durango is the clear winner on that deal. Woo! Oh, I just lost bad. There's nothing I can do with this. Oh, and the Suburban is gonna show its main weakness, which is the 3-point turn. This thing is too big.
It's over, man, I got him.
Woohoo! Oh, where is he? I don't even see him. Woo! The Durangus! The Durangus! Yeah! Woohoo!
Oh, that was fantastic.
Oh, dude! Man, I kind of hole-shotted you, but once I got to the narrows and I had a car length on you, that was all over. Because,
Oh, no, we were tight right
Yeah.
out of the hole, right next to each other. But yeah, you definitely pulled away. And then at the big end, the Suburban completely showed the fatal flaw.
the wheelbase.
Exactly, 3-point turn just killed it.
Oh, the Durango's super nimble because it has an extraordinary tight turning angle. And even that, it just barely made it because, you know, it crabs over when you're in soft sand.
It looked like a trophy truck just pulling away from me. Oh yeah, it's pretty impressive.
The Durangus.
Were you in low range or high?
Oh, I was in low range.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, because you're not going to go over 50 on this.
Oh, I was in high for wheel speed.
I just gave away my trade secrets.
Yeah, I'm gonna go low range. Let's go again, that was
Oh,
fun.
that was fun.
I was literally questioning myself on whether I should do low range or high range, because in sand, you actually want some wheel speed, but the problem is this thing doesn't have the power to have wheel speed, and it has too much weight for its power. Do-over. Do I stand a chance?
3, 2, 1.
Oh, I'm killing him this time. Look at that. Oh, in low range, the Suburban is unstoppable. Look at this. Yeah! Oh, he shouldn't have given away his secrets. Woohoo! Aha! The 454 dominates. But now comes the three-point turn that's gonna kill me. Oh no, wait, I may have gotten it. Oh, he's trying to come on the inside, but he is denied as the Suburban goes on the return run with lots of wheel hop and understeer and brush scratches.
I can't see the road. Oh, I'm dusted out, it's over. Oh, Freiburger killed me on that one.
Yes! Woohoo! As the Suburban takes pole position. Yeah! Woo! I actually feel great about that. I thought I had no shot.
Well, he won one and I won one, so you know what that means.
Now's where I have to play some like social strategy, because if I let Dulcich win this without letting him know that I let him win, then he'll be in a great mood and we'll have a really fun time the rest of the day. If I beat him, then he's gonna be crushed that the Durango isn't everything that he thought it was. So I have to decide, will I or will I won't let him win?
3, 2, 1.
Oh, I wheel hopped that time, but I still got out ahead of him. Oh yeah, he's done. He has no chance. Now I gotta just make sure that I can get that turn down there and don't let him hit me. Yeah, this is where I gotta go really wide and not let him get to the inside of me. Aha! The Suburban continues to dominate. Oh, man. And I thought the Durango was like a trophy truck. The Suburban is just Baja winning. Woo!
Can't see the track, lost the course. Oh well, it was a pretty good race, but Freiburger hole shotted me and that was decided on the starting line. That was pretty fun anyway.
Handled! He's gonna be so depressed.
Okay, Freiburger, I've got to hand it to you. You won fair and square.
That was pretty good.
I mean, it was won or lost on the hole shot, and you just got that car length on me, and man, It was all over.
Is it steaming though?
Oh yeah, it is.
This is not good. Uh-oh.
Yeah, running into sand does create a lot of heat. I think it's just some oil burning off.
I did find a oil leak on this thing. It has an oil cooler on it, which I'm sure the Durango lacks. And unfortunately, the adapter is leaking a bit. That might be the smoke. We're good. I would say round one victory clearly goes to the Suburban.
It was a split decision. You know, I got the first race, and the second one, I have to admit, you dominated on.
Round one decision clearly goes to the Suburban.
You won. You won fair and square. I mean, I concede.
So let's have some adventure, and then we'll go find something else to do.
Okay, sounds like a lot of fun.
After thrashing like that, it's always curious to like drive your 4x4 again and feel out everything that could have gone wrong during your endless destruction.
I'm still feeling pretty happy.
Yeah, doing 70 on dirt roads is fun. Pretty good. Ooh, pavement. Now we're outside of Mojave, California. We're headed to Bonanza Gulch, where there was a whole bunch of mining at the turn of the century. We're gonna see some super cool ghost towny kind of stuff and hopefully do some more killer four-wheeling.
How are the whoop-de-doos treating you, Steve?
Man, the Durango just handles them like they're not even there.
I find that hard to believe.
Oh man, this is gonna be great. So what we've got here are pumice mines. I think these were active from the 30s all the way through the 50s, and it's pumice just like you would get for hand soap.
I didn't know they mined it out of the ground.
Yep, it's pretty crazy. Look how deep it goes too. Wow, this is so cool.
Wow.
This is like full Scooby-Doo evil guy in a rubber mask cave. Whoa, Dolchak! He almost bit the dust. Whoa. You'll never see us again.
It's nice knowing you, Freiburger.
Don't you feel full Scooby-Doo?
Look at you. Yeah, you're a villain.
Either that or like, you know, a 40s bandito.
Oh, yeah, hiding out in the cave?
Yeah. We're off.
Yeah.
Okay, Steve, we're out of the pumice mine, and next up I'm going to show you some cool old cabins left behind from, like, holdout 50s miners.
Ooh, I like ruins.
Are you eating my dust?
Yeah, I'm totally eating
Your dust, that's why I'm hanging back so I can see the road.
Wow, there's a major cliff to my left. You do not want to be me when the Suburban falls off that cliff.
Whoa. I'm on the edge of an absolutely enormous precipice. That's probably a 300-foot drop.
You know, I have some rules for off-roading, and I admit they've softened in my old age because they used to involve no roof, no doors, straight up Jeep. But now the rules are have to have the window down and no music. You cannot be driving through the desert blasting music. You gotta be one with nature. So those are the current Freiburger rules. Well, sandals. Sandals is another rule. Shorts, t-shirt. Yeah. Window down, no music. So these are miners' cabins like from the diehards who were here in the 50s.
Wow.
Yeah, the rule here is just leave it cleaner and better assembled than you found it, and anybody can come use it for however long.
Wow. Even us.
Yeah. Let's find out how it looks. I haven't been here in a while. Rats!
No.
I'm sure there are.
Yeah.
Oh, tent!
That's actually not that bad.
Yeah, it's pretty good. They've got some reading material. People just come through and they leave stuff and, you know, make it kind of kitschy, and you can use it.
Oh, wow. Actually, it comes with a fully stocked bar. If you want to take a chance.
This roof is roadkill. Look at that.
Wow, I know.
Love it. Oh, the bathroom's here.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah.
We got the outhouse.
Yeah, this is cool.
Yeah.
Do you want to live here?
No,
Really?
no,
How is this different from home?
not much. What's the temperature gauge say?
That's called a thermometer these days,
Uh-huh.
and it claims that it's about 102.
It's a mild afternoon for this area.
It's chilly. All right, next one. There's another one right down there. You can see it.
Oh, you want to go check that one out?
Yeah, I guess blow by. This is another one of those cool little cabins, but this one, I've been inside it, is trashed. But I'm staying in my Suburban anyway, so I figure I don't want to hog the good cabins for other campers, and so I figure we can just stay here in this nice wind-proof box canyon and
Oh, yeah.
enjoy the view.
I'll tell you one thing, the barn doors have pretty much every advantage, except I pretty much have a built-in awning here.
No, this is a perfect time to air out this particular conversation. If you get the Suburban and it's got the tailgate, and then when you get inside the camp, you can't pull the tailgate up and then pull the lift glass down. It's horrible. And if you want to stow an engine in the back of your Suburban, you have that big old tailgate in the way of the cherry picker rolling far enough in. Also, try this with a tailgate, right? Because your lift gate would be in the way. You could not greet the Southwest with open arms and a cold beer.
That looks really welcoming.
Ta-da!
Dude, my whole experience last night sleeping was completely deflated because I had a hole in my air mattress.
Oh, man.
Ah, I was like sleeping on a pile of bricks in that stupid Durango.
I was comfy like home.
Well, I wasn't.
I got one good place to show you, and then we need to get some more vehicular challenges.
Oh, yeah, I need to take you out, buddy.
I can see a couple of cabins now where Burro Schmidt used to live. It's gonna be pretty interesting. Dulcich, are you ready to have your mind blown?
Oh yeah, I'm ready. What do you have?
That would be the former home of Burro Schmidt. And
You know the guy's pretty good if his name is Burrow. I was thinking you're simply David, but would you rather be called Burro Freiburger?
only a few individualistic people could be tagged with the name Burrow. We have arrived. This is Burro Schmidt Tunnel.
I like that first name, Burrow.
This guy was a whack job.
Man, it's pretty tight in here. I like stooped over. Man, look at all this rock you had to tunnel through.
He was a miner and he didn't want to take all his ore down like some jagged cliff. And so he's like, I'm just gonna build a tunnel right through the whole mountain. So he starts doing this in like 1900 or 1902. 20 years later, somebody's actually built a road.
Oh, no.
But he's like, you know what? I need to finish this anyway. So he keeps hacking at it and he finishes it between like 1938 and 1940. It's half a mile all the way through and out to the other side that he hacked it all pretty much by himself with a pick and the little dynamite.
Seriously, Freiburger, I really don't like the way this is getting smaller and smaller.
So this is like a T right at the end of the tunnel. Dude starts digging this way, realizes it's wrong, has to turn around and come back and go this way. How many years do you think he was digging this hole before it struck him that he was like, this might not be good?
That's 180 degrees out. That's like putting your distributor in backwards.
Yeah, we could have been digging this tunnel. We would have never made that mistake.
No.
Oh, look, you can see light at the end of the tunnel.
Ah. Well, of course he made this tunnel. Look, it leads straight to a cliff with no way out. How does that work?
Well, see, that's the convenience of the whole thing, is that by the time he was done, he sold the thing and left, never used it once.
I can see why.
Crackpot. All right, this is the other side of the mountain. You ready to go back?
Yeah.
Time well spent. Enough of this looky-loo sightseeing, Steve. We got to get back to the bloodthirsty joust.
So I'm ready for it.
I think we need to do that little hill climb right there, which would be cake in an actual 4x4, but for these like mall-crawling SUVs, not so sure.
I think I want to watch you first.
The challenge, if I have chosen to accept it, and I have, is to take one Suburban and insert it into the mouth of that cave, up that hill. Ready?
This is going to come down to conservation of momentum because that is one heavy truck and it doesn't even have a functioning limited slip. He has good tires. If he gets the speed just right, I'm pretty sure he's going to make it over the top. Freiburger, do you feel confident?
It's not going to be elegant.
I think it'll be good. Just don't overdo it.
Okay.
Don't go too hot.
Got it.
Okay, you ready?
Sure.
Go! That was a slow start. Oh, he's gonna fail. He's gonna fail.
Ah! Choke.
Try it again, Freiburger.
Wow, I knocked the muffler off.
Ready? And go! That's sounding better. Oh, yeah.
The Durangus should be able to handle that with a little bit more grace.
I don't know, you gained a few horsepower with that muffler trick that you pulled. Sounds good. Okay, I'm gonna try it next.
Okay.
My tires are pretty bald, so traction-wise, I may be at a disadvantage, but everywhere else, I think I've got the edge, so should be no problem.
Send it, Dolchek. Oh, he lifts just at the wrong moment. Ah. Okay, so he gave it the full Dulcich with way too much throttle down here and then lifted at exactly the wrong time. And right now he's freaking out, backing up, but fortunately he did keep the wheel straight and kept the thing with the rubber side down. I was like Brian Loans with the commentary, Dolchek.
Really? I mean, I had it, but then I cut out of it just a millisecond too soon.
A millisecond.
A millisecond, yeah. Can I try it again?
Oh, of course. All right, go. Second time's the charm. Way too much throttle here. And he lifts. But he did it. As much as I'd like to call that a draw, essentially the Durango wins. It's way more confident for stuff like this. This place really looked like a dry lake bed from a distance, but I think it's gypsum mining, maybe?
Yeah, it looks like some kind of evaporation ponds, but I'm not sure what material it is.
It looks a lot actually like Soda Dry Lake out by Baker.
I feel okay about challenging you to a tug-of-war over in that flat dirt spot to our left. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, let's go over there.
I'll meet you there, and it'll be the duel of your life, buddy.
Next up, tug-of-war. So it turns out that the shift mechanism for my transfer case is kind of jacked up and it won't go in a low range. So this is going to be a high range 4x4 tug-of-war.
Freiburger, would you at least concede the durability advantage of the Durango?
I would see that I have no choice at this point, considering my linkage and my muffler is now, you know, defective.
Are we equal length now?
I'm just going to be dragging you across the field, so it doesn't matter a bunch to me.
It might.
All right, that looks pretty good.
Yeah, they're actually going to self-adjust.
Yeah, okay. Prepare for defeat.
I don't know, yeah. You got all that weight advantage. According to my thermometer, it's 126.
For this, I'm going window up, because it's going to get dusty. All right, Dulcich, are we just going to ease into tension here? Okay, Steve, do I gotcha?
I think so. I'm not moving. Go ahead and honk your horn and let's do this.
I'm a freaking tractor, buddy.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, it's turned into a torque converter test.
That is going to blow up some converters. Got him.
Oh.
Oh. Well, that was weak. Without low range, I couldn't pull him. We were both right at our torque converter stall speed, and when you just hold it wide open like that without moving, you'll cook transmissions like that.
Yeah.
And then when I just held the brakes, he just dug holes. So that was equal lameness. Let's move on. We got to recover ourselves. How about drag race?
I think I'm probably gonna walk you, bro.
Yeah, I think that's the only way we can redeem ourselves from that super lame tug-of-war.
That's the worst tug-of-war ever, dude.
The finish line is that sign up there.
Okay, we go on 1. 3, 2, 1.
Uh-oh. Oh, I'm getting shamed. Oh, I'm fully shamed. Ah.
Yeah, well, I'm in a Durango after all.
Yes, I would say that the weight per cubic inch rule was just proven. Smaller cubic inches on you, but far less weight on you wins. Okay, ready to go find a spot to camp?
Oh, yeah. I'm starved.
All right, Steve, cheers.
Okay, bro. That's as good as a bro shake.
It was kind of a weak day of four-wheeling, but
I'm very proud of my Durango.
well, that's what I wanted to do. As I got the cardboard, I got the pen. We got to score this thing. What was the first competition? Was sand wash?
Yeah.
Suburban. Second competition, the naming convention. Durango's the far better nameplate. Oh, bumpers. The Suburban wins for chrome. The Durango, not good.
No question.
Yeah. Now, in general, like whoop-de-doo action and driving just fast on the trail.
Yeah, the Durango's a faster trail runner.
Hill climb, I gave it to the Durango because, I mean, let's be honest, with the shorter wheelbase and limited slip and the better power to the ground, it's better than Suburban.
After that, we had the impromptu donut contest. I had to give that one to the Durango.
Durango wins again.
This is starting to look bad because after that was the drag race. That one went to the Durango. For actual sleeping in the vehicle, Suburban.
Oh, yeah. Interior motel space.
Yeah.
Suburban.
Suburban. So out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 categories so far, the Durango has taken 5. It's kind of a weak list, really.
What if we make another category for mechanical resiliency?
You mean
the
the
muffler? Yeah, and the transfer case issues.
I have to have a breakage category now?
Well, I think so, because, you know, if you're just dropping parts like that, I mean, the Durango's taking all the punishment with nothing going wrong.
Okay, for breakage, Durango wins. Oh, I forgot to include tug of war. That's pretty much a demerit for both of them. I'm gonna mark that we both lost that one.
Yeah.
Super lame.
Yeah.
But for 2,500 bucks each, look at all the fun we've had and all the places that we've gone.
Yeah.
All right, well, I guess we need to shut off the camera so we can drink another 30 beers and eat some jerky and smoke some cigars and...
Yeah.
See you in the morning. You know, the Suburban has proven really good for camping.
What I'm gonna do here is make the famed manifold burrito. So I got myself some tortillas. I got some baked beans with bacon right here.
Just make that burrito, fold. Once it's made, we'll walk over to our engine. All right, now's when our big block comes in handy. We're gonna take our burritos and just stuff them here all over the manifold. The advantage here to EFI is that your burrito ends up tasting just a little bit less like gasoline than it normally does when you do this with a carbureted engine. There you go. Now we're cooking. All right, Steve, I need you to pull a rabbit out of a hat and turn this into a spectacular showdown of some incredibly capable 4x4s that will blow the audience's mind.
I think we may have the wrong vehicles for that, actually.
Really?
But if there's any redemption in any of this, it's gonna have to be the obstacle course of doom.
Okay, so let's find obstacle course of doom, the OCOD.
Uh-huh.
And here's what I'm gonna lay down for you.
Okay.
All or nothing.
Are you talking about a fight to the death?
No, I don't want to kill the vehicles.
Yeah.
I just want to win.
I know you do.
So, I want to throw out last night's scoring and go all or nothing on the final competition.
You're doubling down on the Suburban.
Sudden death.
Well, let's just make it interesting.
What?
How about we do it for pinks? I'm getting kind of fond of your vehicle.
See what I mean?
I've already got a Durango, but I want your Suburban.
Okay, tell you what then.
And I'm taking it away from you.
We will go for pinks, but
yeah,
I'm gonna crawl under and have a look at my transfer case linkage, because if we're gonna go all out, I need low range.
Okay.
You're actually making me have to wrench on this thing and lie on the ground and all that other kind of stuff. But
I'll super appreciate you doing that when it becomes mine.
We're going for pinks. Okay. Did that on all the tires just so it doesn't run me over as much. Just so you know, I'm going under, okay?
I'm on the brake and I've got the safety brake on, so you're fine.
Remember yesterday I was hill climbing and all of a sudden the exhaust was louder? Well, here's why. The muffler got hit by a rock, got pushed back, and just this band clamp came apart. It's no big deal. You can fix it easily. Will I? No, because maybe it'll make another 1/4 horsepower, and it sounds cool.
Basically, it's not synchronized with the gate here.
Right now, you're in 4 high, right?
Right.
So put it all the way in low range.
Now I'm moving it towards low, so you need more.
More action that direction.
Yeah.
This transfer case linkage right here, I need to get that rod adjusted. I just have to be able to get it out of this bushing right here. It's now blowing dirt all in my eyes. Wow, it does not want to come out, and I'm really worried about getting it back in.
Is there any other adjustment point besides that rod?
No, it's one rod. There's just no good angle to pry this out of here. I don't know why it's not coming out. I feel like I gotta be missing something about how this comes apart.
Well, I've taken those apart quite a bit. They just pop out.
It's incredibly simple and yet won't come apart.
Okay, so you're trying to take it off at the transfer case end?
No, I was trying to take it off at the shifter end. This is the great thing about having the buddy system, because I just got frustrated working with this, and so Steve's gonna give it a shot. All we're dealing with here is a lever with a rod that attaches to it and comes back to another lever.
so that they go like that and shift. The problem is that that rod, for some reason, needs to be longer because the bushings that hold it are all worn out, so that when you go all the way to low range, it's not pushing the transfer case all the way in. So we need to pop it out, lengthen the rod, put it back together, and I can't figure out how to get it apart. But Dulcich will, because he is the Dulcich.
Well, here we go. I've managed to get this out of the rubber bushing. We're going to try to resynchronize that so we get the correct lever motion and transfer case action. That's all there is to it. This little stud here is threaded onto the rod, so that gives us our adjustment. So move it a little bit.
Well, now the shifter is lining up with the gates the way it should.
This rod is actually bent.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, it's bent. Okay, I'll give it a little more adjustment, but I actually believe this is fixed.
Great. When all else fails, you gotta break out the Dulcich. He seems to have fixed it. Now all of the gates on the shifter are lining up in the right places when you move it, so I think we're good, but we'll still have to test it. You good down there, Dulcich?
Coming out. It's fixed, Freiburger.
I know. I knew I could count on you while I was sitting in here surfing Instagram. The only thing to find out now is whether this transfer case actually works or if it's gonna kick out of gear again. I'm gonna find out on that hill right now. Ooh, I forgot about my sporty exhaust sound. Cool. Uh-oh. The vehicle won't move. Oh, wait, parking brake. Woo! That's a relief. Seems good. It's in low range. It's in four-wheel drive. Ooh, there we go. It's working. That junk is fixed.
Durango didn't even feel that hill.
Oh man, this thing's better than ever. Seems a little bit spunky because it's got low range now. It's not popping out of gear. We're good to go. Here we are at Jawbone Canyon, California Off-Road Vehicle Park. We had to go into a final cutthroat competition, and we're going for pinks. If I lose with the Suburban, he gets the Suburban. If I win with the Suburban, I get the Suburban.
No.
No?
I want the Suburban really bad.
Obstacle course. We're gonna go here through these motorcycle berms in sort of an S pattern. Okay. Come out here, donut around the campfire, climb the hill, race the ridge, go down the death-defying cliff drop right there, and then come through with a nice kind of slow articulating cruise through the berms and park it right back up here. And we're gonna time it.
All right, this is the main event, and there's a lot on the line. Are you ready, Freiburger?
I am ready for the Iron Man, Dulcich. 3, 2, 1, go!
Here we go. One of the things I like about four-wheeling is driving elegant. Not just like whooping the thing as bad as you possibly can.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah, see, big bumps like that just tear up the vehicle. So I don't like to just, wail on the thing. Now we're going for this hill over here. I am gonna have to get this thing into four-wheel drive, and I can't because my seatbelt is holding me back.
He's progressing at a very low speed.
Oh, I lost a lot of time here. I think I'm in two-wheel drive. Oh, it didn't go into four.
Oh, fail!
The stupid front axle disconnect situation is that it takes it a few feet of rolling to actually get into four-wheel drive. Let's try this again. See, now it's gonna go up no problem because the front end is engaged. I just lost a lot of time.
Come on, Freiburger. Oh, he's got it. Now he's gonna run along the whole ridge.
Man, this thing sounds cool with no muffler. Now I have to go down the brutal cliff hill of death. Woo, that's steep right there. Then there's a big bump that'll clear off the front bumper. Ha ha! And now I can speed it up. Oh, that not going into four-wheel drive just killed me.
There's gonna be super articulation, and then he's gonna come right up the hill where I'm standing.
And right to the top. Oh, that front axle disconnect killed me. Didn't lock, I went up in two-wheel drive.
Oh, no wonder. 228.92.
228.92. I don't know how good it is, but I think I just gifted the Suburban to you, honestly.
Well, we'll find out. Okay, Freiburger, I'm going down to my Durango and prepare for battle.
You're not gonna let me go again?
No way.
Ultimately, the Suburban's actually pretty capable for a vehicle with the height and ground clearance of the Empire State Building.
All right.
All right, Dulcich, are you prepared for Durango domination?
I'm super nervous.
Go! Oh, see, he's way better in these than I am. I was way too long. I could not get through those things without a three-point turn. Oh, but he cut the course short. He didn't go around the outside one. And watch, he won't do a full 360, will he? Oh, he is. Is he gonna try it in two-wheel drive or will he shift? He's battling the shifter. There he goes. The question is, will his front axle connect? I'm saying yes. Oh, he's on it. And to the top. Go, go, go! Now this hill he's about to come down is genuinely scary. The middle part of it there is super steep, and if you're at all crossed up, there's big drop off on the left-hand side. Oh, he's locking up the brakes, which isn't good, but he's got it going there. Now there's a big whoop-de-doo. Oh, man. Steve Dulcich, you are one Durango driving Suburban. Oh, no way!
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
149.39.
Oh, yeah! Woo-hoo! I've got a Suburban, brother. Yeah! What?
Buzzkill. I love that Suburban.
Dude, but you'll be happy that I have it and I can go pick stuff up for you.
You're right. Woo!
Yeah, I'm stoked, man.
Ready for lunch? Cheers, Dulcich.
Wow.
Foil touch. There, cheers. Yeah.
Wow, Freiburger. You're a master chef. This is delicious.
These beans are good.
Yeah.
Wow, so you won not only an excellent 4x4, not only the ultimate RV and camping vehicle, but also a fantastic stove.
Oh, yeah. It's like a magic chef.
Oh. It's actually really good.
They are.
Two things about this episode. First of all, yeah, I know, those weren't very roadkill-y vehicles. Too new, too clean, too reliable, but they do show that you can buy something practical and still have fun for cheap with a buddy. Second thing, it's not always the vehicle that wins, but the vehicle you love. And we both absolutely fell in love with that Suburban. We both wanted to take it home, and sure enough, it ends up in the Steve Dulcich fleet, where it is sure to become the type of clapped-out garbage that you expect on every episode of Roadkill.
Oh. Here's the thing. Pumice is the abrasive that you find in hand cleaners. I think I could create the perfect cleaner. I can guarantee you my hands will be super clean. Wow, look at that. It's super clean. I'm gonna have to take some of this home with me for sure.